Ahem. Hello. Happy Tuesday? It feels like it's already been like 5 days. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels like it's like the 21st of June. It's totally not. Oh, it's the 17th though. That's pretty close. It's not as bad, you know? But hey guys, what's going on? Tuesday. It's Tuesday, ain't it? But like sad, you know, like it's only Tuesday. I've just been really busy lately, so I have a lot going on today and a lot more going on tomorrow. Vitamins! Oh, okay, but okay, so I said something in chat. You fussed at me because I said something in chat. I was gonna respond about the vitamins, but somebody had an attitude this morning, so I didn't say anything. It's gonna be a mystery on whether I took my vitamins or not. I think that's proper justice, so. But hello YouTube, and hello everyone on Twitch, and also X. That's crazy. It's crazy that you can stream on X. That blows my mind every time. Okay. I have something to show you today. A little bit of show and tell. Butts have good protein and are basically a vitamin. Are you telling me to like eat myself? Because that seems like a bad idea. If an earthquake happens, then we'll know. Yo! Yo! No, I have a little treat for you all. And you know, I was gonna message about it in the chat. But you didn't let me elaborate. I was in the middle of explaining what the surprise was, but somebody wanted to have an attitude this morning, so you didn't get any context and you had to wait 13 minutes. Approximately. Oh man. Oh, you can't deep fry me in this one, silly. I could draw you a picture instead. Junie already gets a protein from the... I'm thinking about maybe saving the surprise to post on X so Scruffy doesn't get to see it. May I show you my surprise? Please? Yeah, my sweater. I'm not eating your sweater or anyone's sweater. No, I want surprise. Okay. Wow, I can't believe that's me. Whoa! A silhouette reveal? On my grandma's stream? It's more likely than you think. Check that out. That's me. Can you see that good? I was worried. Whoa! Yeah, okay, alright. Let me give you a full pan over, okay? Ahem. There's the hair. It's a lot like my hair, huh? Because that's the point. See a little something? You know? There's some sleeves, allegedly. Ooh. I like that it actually came out translucent. I'm like moving like you can see. I'm like trying to talk from behind my own self. Look, you can see through it. Isn't that so cool? I didn't know you could do that. Anyway. Whoa. Whoa, and it even got like the stuff. And there's my curls and my shoes. Isn't that neat? Yeah, so I just want to show you guys that. You'll see the colored in version, like the proper one, by the end of the month. But just wanted to put her in the corner so you guys can look at her. Here she is. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Grand Moth, yeah. Why have I never seen Junie fly? Why would I need to do that? I've never seen you walk before, but you don't see me saying anything about it. You're a cat, and your picture has always been sitting down. Likewise. Good morning. Good morning. She's a moth, not a fly. Exactly. I'm a walk. Alright? Show some respect. But hi, Father. Even just the silhouette is gorgeous. Yes! I agree. My artist did a great job. I'm excited for you guys to find out who she is at the end of the month, because if I tell you now, then some people are going to try and find her. You are a moth? I am a moth. These little, like, flappy things on the top of my head are antenna. They're just folded down, kind of like a puppy, like puppy ears. So my model has them. You just can't see them because they're folded. Moth flies too, yeah, but fly moth. That's me. Pops collar. Winks. Leans on expensive car. Hey. I may know her. Well, then don't. Then unknown. I'd like to show you guys little surprises. Tomorrow will be another surprise. So I don't think I'm gonna leak information to you guys anymore, because you guys are no fun about it. So I showed you my silhouette, but I won't tell you if I'm planning anything or going to be a part of something cool until it actually happens. Which I almost told you guys yesterday. The thing I'm telling you guys tomorrow. But you can't get it out of me. Alright? Yeah, you surprised tomorrow. Yeah. I almost told someone yesterday because he's like, hey, do you want to be here for this thing? I was like, I can't. I got something going on that day. I wanted to spill the beans, but I didn't. I didn't spill any beans. No beans. Well, this is going to be a fun surprise for me, but it's not going to be a fun surprise. Well, I think it's going to be a little bit confusing for some people. Even though I'm really excited about it, I'm going to get a lot of questions. But it's going to be okay. You totally did say it. I didn't. That was a different thing. That's a different thing. I have lots of surprises coming up for you guys. I told you guys. This month I'm doing things. So you saw kind of the spoiler of one thing, but it's because I was drawing something and I wanted to know what colors I should use for a drawing. Which you guys were very unhelpful with, by the way. You didn't tell me any colors. So I'm gonna just pick my own. I still haven't finished coloring it in yet because I'm still messing around with colors, but I'll decide for myself what colors I want to use. So, take that. But that one is not, I mean, it's a big deal, but it's only like a one-day thing for me. But this thing is kind of going to change how I stream. So, I'm excited to tell you guys about that, but obviously, I can't do that until like tomorrow. So, I'm gonna work hard and make sure everything's ready for tomorrow. Hopefully. Yeah, if you are subscribed, if you're subscribed here, and I'll link it to YouTube memberships too in the future. If you're a member on YouTube eventually, and if you're subscribed here currently, there's a Discord channel where I show you guys spoilers and stuff and ask you guys for things that you might want to see. And then I plan them and then I do them. So if you were attentive, then you would probably know what's happening tomorrow. If not, that's okay. But I'm really excited about it. Can you believe it? More Junie stuff? I can't. I'm planning something for next month too, which is a terrible idea, but I have it in my head to do it, and I can't undo it, I think. So we'll see how it goes. There's a reference photo of something that I've been wanting to draw or like have commissioned for a really long time. And I'm thinking, well, I'll just wait until my art skill is good enough. And then I'll do it myself. But I don't know, I kind of want it for like next month. So I'm kind of back and forth because if I do, then I'd like to get merch of it so you guys can buy stuff with it on there. That'd be pretty neat, but we'll see. We will see how things go. I'm very excited about everything though that's happening in the next few weeks. It's just going to be a lot. And as well as streaming at the same time, it'll be an extra lot of a lot of things. But I think it will be good. I think it will be very, very fun. I feel like I'm talking in like riddles. I'm not. You'll know tomorrow, and then I can finally be like, okay, this is what I was hiding this whole time, and I'm excited to tell you guys everything about the thing. But right now, I can't. It feels like before the VAngeli debuts, you know, like, man, I couldn't leak any information. I'm so nervous, excited for it. So, big news, big news. Oh, I just want to say it, but I can't. Do I hint at it? I thought about hinting at it today in a post. But I also want to post my silhouette, so I'm like, erg. Maybe. Well, okay. I'm also contemplating this. Should I work on rigging my model on the stream or not? I think no. Because obviously, you know, you'll see it, but like, I just want you guys to see like little bits of it for the next few months instead. Maybe I'll debut, yeah, like the first day of... Let me actually pick a day. Let's pick a day. Right here, right now, let's pick a day. July, August, September 6th. Probably. Well, yeah. Probably the 6th. I don't know what I'm going to do all August. I'm going to have so much time in August. Because look, I'm streaming every day of June. July is my 2-year anniversary near the end of the month. So I'm going to probably do something crazy then. Maybe like a cute weekend thing or like a week-long yippee, hooray. I'm not doing another 24-hour stream. That'd be crazy. Maybe 12 hours. Maybe 12. And in August, I'm just chilling. Really. So I can make some fun August plans. We'll see. Nothing too crazy, though. I do enjoy summer. Maybe I'll do like a charity stream thing. in August for something. That could be fun. So we'll see. We'll see if we can find a cool charity thing. And then September will be debut, so that will be very exciting. Yeah! It will be debut, and then it will also be like a merch release. So I'm planning everything, drawing everything, doing my best to learn how to do things that I don't know how to do. For the sake of you guys. No Junie plushie yet, but eventually. Eventually so. Okay. Hand cam. Me. I think it's already set up. It is! So good at this game. I gotta make sure that you can't hear the audio. But I want to also show you guys something too. Okay. Let's go! Okay, you can't hear my terrible hand cam microphone, which is probably a good thing. Hey guys. Okay, listen, I grabbed 2 random colors out of my drawer. Okay, out of my drawer to get my markers. These are the, like, the Crayola. Super something. Super tips. I got them when I was really into, like, stationery and stuff, so... I still have them, which is amazing. I didn't think I was the kind of person to keep supplies for a really long time, but I got these sophomore year of high school, and I've been out of high school for a long time. Hands! Here are my hands. Nail check. 2 of them broke. This one and that one, but it's going back really fast, as you can tell, but the other ones are pretty long. Ooh, I thought to paint them, but every time I think to paint them, I think it'd be weird. Because I don't even know what color to paint them, and like... Immersion ruined. This is like... the 3rd time this month. Okay. I wanted to show you guys, I was supposed to be paying attention in Bible study last week. I was paying attention, but like, sometimes when we talk about serious things, I just start like, doodling. Oh, I wish I could find the notebook where I doodled it over and over again. But I think I've decided on a VTuber signature, and now I'm scared to draw it in front of you guys. So what if I mess up? That's gonna be really embarrassing. It's not necessarily cursive. It's just, you know, I know that like Straub has a really cool simple one, but the more I drew mine, the more swirly stuff I add. Draw it! I'm scared! I'm scared! This is me using my left hand. Oh, I'm matching! Wow. Incredibly Junie. Oh, I just got like, you can't see it, but it's like right here. I got a marker mark on my mouse pad. I just cleaned that. It's okay. Washable markers, guys. Make fun of you, yes, but you should do it anyway. Well, it's just because I want it to look pretty. So, I was trying to make a... Okay, look. Well, okay, this is the problem about being left-handed. My hand's gonna cover whatever I'm writing, so... Now I'm nervous. Don't look too hard. I just thought it looked cool. You can kind of see it. Back there. Okay. I already messed up. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. I'm like... I'm not sweating, I'm just nervous. It's like watching someone write, and then they write a letter weird, and then you have to stop what they're doing because it looks bad. Just be correct-handed. I am. Okay. So, whatever. You know, you right-handed people are not understanding the benefit of having left-handed friends. You know what it is? You can sit beside your left-handed friends, and you can hold hands with your non-dominant hands, and still have a writing hand and your dominant hand free. But if you want me to be right-handed, whatever, I'm not holding hands with you during Bible study anymore. Take that. Oh, that looks bad. Ignore that one. Ugh, I'm doing this so bad. I think I'm just scared. Get over yourself, Junie. Just be ambidextrous. Why would you want to do that? Single-handed people don't understand the greatness of being... If I speak, it will not be kind. If I speak... It's right-handed people. It's always right-handed people wanting to be extra special. That's what it is. It's always that. And it's like, wow, imagine only writing with one hand. You just want it to be cool. Just say that you want it to be cool. Okay? That you're right-handed and you want it to be cool. That's fine. Most people aren't naturally ambidextrous. And it's more likely for someone that's left-hand dominant to Oh no, I messed up. That looks like a U. It's supposed to look like that. Ooh. I already messed up again. It's okay. Something like that. I messed that up. And I made it too big. But it's okay. I just want it to be swirly like that. And then the N to do a swoopy. And then the I to connect to the P. I was gonna put something there, but I don't know. E-R. I didn't mean to do it like that. And then the W. And then a little like bug. So if you ignore that, I think that looks pretty cute. It looks like an author signature. And I like it. Because VTuber signatures, they always add a whole bunch of mess, and I don't have time to add mess, but I wanted to add something. So like if you look at it, like, I wish I had a blank flashcard. I do, I have a drawer. A drawer of things! Do I have a blank one? No, I have this Holy Ghost, novena. So if you just look at that, I think that looks pretty okay. Split-handed, I'm special. Yeah, okay. Do you want a sticker or what? I think would look okay, right? I would want to make the W like a little bit more, but like that-ish. So it's got the bug. It's got fun swirlies like there. You know. I thought about just doing Junipurwood in one thing, but I think it's more fun because my logo kind of looks like this. Which will change, by the way, obviously, because it doesn't match anymore. I'll have you know I bought your stickers. Okay. Yeah. Oh. That. Junie. Yeah. This is the like little thingy that I used to write my letters, so I wasted a few pages just being goofy, but that's okay. That's okay. So I do like stickers. Well, you're not getting any more from me. Just kidding! But I won't spoil that. Anyway, we're knitting, right? You know, guys, I didn't work on it at all while we were away. It sat right there under my monitor. Ooh, exciting. If you're subscribed, I have pink wax. If you're subscribed, maybe you've seen something that may potentially maybe become a sticker. I'm not sure yet. I only wanted to use that for one graphic, but now that I have it, I don't know. Back to work. We'll be listening. Well, I will be... Can you hear that? Yes. I will be knitting. Yeah. These are my favorite kind of streams. I feel like I don't have to do anything. I can just yap and mind my own business. That's kind of the vibe. Again, yarn ball check. It's falling apart. That just happens once you get to a certain point. Oh! I'll show you my other project that I'm working on, though. Knitting a scarf. So it's not very long yet. If you can tell, there's like a gradient. You can't really tell, but it's lighter there and it kind of cuts off right there. If you can see, it's starting to get darker again. The brightness on this is really wonky, so. That one picture you posted that one day. Well. So, okay. To use vague terms. I posted a picture that I said I was working on for a special surprise. I think I'm going to redraw that one. Okay? And the one I recently posted that I was working on, I am going to use for something else that's also a surprise, kind of. Well, I mean, I told you guys what that one was for, but I didn't tell you what the other one was for. I thought about telling you guys today, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will because I'm being petty today. I don't know why. I think Scruffy encouraged me to be petty today, so I will be petty. I wish I could just... Can we do a 4-row of the scarf first? I want to do that more. It's so much faster. It's so much faster. See? Because, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Do you see the amount of loops on this bad boy? Maybe like 36, I think. Yeah, around 36. This one has, like 200 something. So it takes forever to do a row because these are all the loops. Okay. 6 billion loops. So that's why rows take so long. And I'm like, argh, you know. So I think I will do a little bit of the scarf first. So what I try to do, this is my pen for my drawing tablet, my Huion, whatever it's called. Inspiroi, I think. Dude, I don't know. Yeah. So what I try to do is whenever it starts becoming warm, I start making scarves. Because, sometimes when I go to the city, and I pass people on the side of the road and they're cold, I want to give them something. And so I thought to myself, well, what if I just started trying out the knitting patterns I've never tried before? And so it's experimental and helps me learn, but also it makes something that I can give to someone else. So I started making scarves when it's hot because it takes so long to make them. So I hope to have at least 6 by like, maybe by like November, but we'll see if that works. Junie visits cities confirmed. You don't? What does that confirm for you? Hey, Junie. Hey, KJ Eames. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. My eye is scratchy. Okay. It's been getting so warm lately. Wearing long sleeves anyway, because cozy. In any case. So this pattern, if anyone is out there that knits, it's 4 rows of just the knit stitch, and then 4 rows of like just the normal knit pattern of knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, all the way across. No alternating anything, just K all the way 1 through 4, and then 5 through 8 is KP. Over and over, and that's it. It looks like they're different sizes because like certain stitches have certain lengths, I guess. It depends. And I just realized how much bigger like this section is in comparison to this one. Because this is 4 rows, but this is also 4 rows. So I just found that neat. Long sleeve while it's hot is studyable behavior. What do you mean? Just because it's hot outside does not mean it's necessarily hot in here. It's a little bit warm, but I just wanted to wear sleeves today. I don't know. Yeah. What's your deal, man? Oh, these are the metal ones. I don't really like metal as much, but they do make a really great sound. You know? It's just that. It's all that. Yeah. That was for Scruffy. I'm joking. I don't think he likes ASMR sounds. I don't think that counts. I don't know. I think anytime you say ASMR around Scruffy, he twitches his eye. He doesn't like it. It's not like I do it, though. That was Junie's ASMR. I said visual ASMR, and he was like, ew! And I'm like, no, it's like those oddly satisfying videos. He was like, they're nice, buddy. They're nice. So, maybe his heart will change one day. But that day hasn't come, so be in prayer for our boy Scruffy. You know, maybe one day he'll like ASMR and then he'll become Catholic. Well, to be honest, I don't like all ASMR. I'm very picky about my ASMR. But, you know, rightfully so. Long sleeves are great. I'm just saying that as a Floridian, we burn over here. It's coming along great, by the way. Thank you. This is just my little side project. I started it last week, I think. So, you know, I just wanted to work on it. Scruffy will join us in Pillow Supremacy. I tried to listen to a Pillow ASMR. I like her vibe as a person. I don't know if her ASMR is for me. It's a little bit like male audience coded a bit. So I'm like, oh, Miss Pillow, it's fine. No, you really don't have to just be right in my ear. Like, it's okay. No kisses, please, Miss Pillow. We can hang out though in like VR. That seems okay. You know, I like her VR adventures. Those are fun. I want to do those if I get a VR model one day. I thought about making one, but you know me. If I start a project, it's A, going to take forever, and B, going to be like my pride and joy. You know? I think it's good to test yourself to see if you can do something on your own. And then you can ask for help if you need it. Like with my model, I feel like I didn't have the skills I needed to make something that I really, really wanted. Because the art style that I have versus the art style that I wanted are completely different things. And so I didn't want to have to like relearn how to draw for the sake of making a model in an art style that isn't necessarily practical for my little doodles, but for something else. And I'm like, well, I need someone else's years of experience in art and not mine. So, yeah. To be fair, Saturday morning streams would probably be your vibe. Well, I stream on Saturday mornings too, so I realized, OMG, crochet, it's knitting actually. I don't know how to crochet. I'm really bad at crochet. You can tell it's knitting because there's 2 needles and it goes in a straight line. If I was crocheting, I would have a hook in my free hand and I'd be able to go. I don't like crochet. It's too chaotic. I'm a structured person. I'm learning. You like my cube? You can see it says find beauty in the little things. This is where my microphone is. Microphone reveal. Whoa, it has a little face on it. If you can see, like there's a little mouth and there's 1 dot and 2 for eyes. You can kind of see it when I tip it certain ways. But yeah, it's got that button doesn't really work all the time, just to be honest with you. And my scrunchie that I put on there. Someone told me that like putting a sock on your microphone helps with the audio or something. And so I used to have a Star Wars R2-D2 sock on my microphone. And that didn't necessarily help. And I also couldn't access my mute button on the top of the microphone, so I just stopped using it. I realized it didn't make that much of a difference. So I took it off. You know? Just be like that sometimes. Oh, okay. I need to keep count. Okay, this is what I do when I'm sitting on my bed and I'm knitting. I get 4 utensils. We'll actually use 4 colored pencils instead. I grabbed 2 random colors. I kid you not. This is just my life. This is my life. Here's 2. And then 3, 4. That would make a difference only if you were really close to your mic. Well, I didn't know that. But now I know it. So, yay. So I just like count out what row I'm on so I don't lose track. So I just finished the first row and I'm starting the second one. Yeah. Ow. It helps with pops whenever you say things like please. It eases up on the P. Oh. Okay. That's what I like about Chronicle. I've yet to listen to GFE Girlfriend Experience ASMR from her. I don't know if she does that. Sucking would help reduce wind noise or if it's picking up you exhaling on it. Can you guys hear me exhale? It doesn't look like you can. Okay, that seems uncomfortable. I think sometimes it's good to have your mic a little bit sensitive so when you laugh or when you like say something really loud, it doesn't cut off. But also don't have it like too sensitive to where you can hear like a computer fan and then also like you're breathing. I think that's maybe one of the things I don't like about ASMR. I don't like being able to hear breathing. And I think when some people start to stream, they don't mess around with any mic settings. They just watch a few videos on what microphones are good. They don't put anything on it. They just plug it in and they do it. And because they don't like the sound of their voice, they don't listen back to the VODs. This is at myself 2 years ago. And I don't think my mic was ever super sensitive because I had a like noise reduction thing. So for me, things were cutting off instead of it being like too sensitive. So that was, you know, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I think you can make a bad mic sound decent if you mess around with the sound settings enough. It's That's why people like Saren are the best. Because he's like, no, you gotta mess around with your noise gate, dude. It's true. It's true, I did do that. I don't know what made him correct me that day, but I'm glad he did. I don't even know what my sound settings look like right now, but I know they're right. For me and my mic. I need to work on my sound settings for something else, but I can't tell you what that something else is until tomorrow. But I didn't realize how many things I needed. I thought it would be easier. And then someone was like, hey, this is my mic setup for all of my things. I was like, are you serious? So I ordered everything yesterday. And now I'm gonna figure out how to do it. Hopefully in like the next 3 days. Exacting helps reduce wind. If you were having keyboard sounds come through your mic or something like that. Oh, I don't mind keyboard sounds. That's the kind of ASMR stuff I don't mind. I like keyboard sounds. That's why I got a keyboard that sounds good, so we can all enjoy it together. You can still hear my like mouse click. So, I realized that when I was recording sound bites for something, I was doing like a voiceover thing, and every time I like stopped the audio, you could hear the little like, you know, can you hear it from over here? Yeah. So, when I get my new mouse, I'm gonna make sure it doesn't click. Even though I like the click, I think it's satisfying. It's probably not the best. I do have another mouse. This one's a wireless one, but this one's battery. And I prefer battery. This one you have to plug in, which I don't like as much. But it doesn't really click. It just makes kind of like a thud, which I prefer. This one lights up, but I just don't like how you have to plug it in and how it can spontaneously die if you don't charge it, because it's kind of unreliable. There have been times where I used this mouse and it would die on me and I couldn't end stream because it was dead. So that's annoying. So I don't really know. Maybe I'll just get a wired mouse, because I cannot deal with that. Drop the video, Saren. What are you talking about? I need everyone to harass me until I finally make my audio guide for streaming. Okay. I think you should do it by the end of the year. I think that's doable, right? Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't messing up. I still want to record a cover, but I'm scared. Because I don't want to send the raw audio to someone, because what if I don't like it? You know? But I have to listen back to it, because then I have to make sure it's good. But then, like, I'm shy. So, what if it's bad? You know? I feel like the expectations for me singing is so high now, I'm scared to mess up. What is the difference between crochet and the thing you're doing? I'm knitting. So when you knit, you use 2 needles and you go across, typically in a straight line. And you make little loops. Crochet is different because you use a hook and you go in and out of the gatherings of yarn, and you make little chains and you connect the chains with a hook. So if you see a little bend on the top, that's crochet, and you use 1 hook. Knitting, you use 2 needles. That's the only real difference I can, you know, explain. I like going back and forth in lines. You can make circles with knitting, but it's way harder and you need multiple needles. So, yeah. Ooh, so cool. Yeah. So if you ever see those little plushies that are like maybe like round and like this big, those are crocheted because it's easier to make circles and build off of little circles. But if you see something kind of with like this pattern, this one in particular is a very standard sweater pattern. So if you see this little cross, or you see that one that looks like it's like this and it's like a woven, that's called a cable knit. So that is another way to tell if it's knitting or not. Usually crocheting kind of looks like a star. Let me see. Do I have something that's crocheted? Yeah, I do. Is this crocheted actually? It might be knitted. This is crocheted. Okay, so for crochet, you kind of work on building little chains. As you can see, there's like a little chain here that's kind of freeform, and then you can put stitches on the chain, right? So you kind of make whatever shape you want. So these are like a few chains that are linked to this chain that's across, and you repeat the pattern. So you can see this is built off of a chain on the inside. So you make a chain and then you put more loops on the chain and it goes around, and you can make fun open patterns like this because you're using chains. Those little lines that connects everything. But for knitting, it's very like back and forth lines. Yeah. I volunteer to engineer your first cover. I don't want you to touch it. I'm scared. You joke too much, Sarah, and I'm scared. Knit, purl, 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 knit, purl. Okay. We're playing Chained Up today? No. Good morning, Junie and chat. Good morning. Purl. Thank you for the learning, of course. Thank you for the listening. I'm happy to teach you guys all that I know. And that's not very much, but it's a few things. I like yarn crafts. I tried to learn how to crochet when I was in college, and nothing has ever made me so frustrated other than algebra. It just like made me so angry. I volunteered to listen to your first cover for I'm scared though, but I'm scared. But have you considered the fear? I have. I'm thinking about it. So, I already kind of know what it's gonna be, but I just don't. I don't want. You know, I don't want it. Because what if it's bad? I think karaoke was like a one-off. I don't know if I'll ever get back to that. That was peak performance. I'm joking. I was terrified. But Junie, I charity you. My feedback will be full of charity. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay. Big fear of mine. It's like, oh, I've always had like some level of performance anxiety, which I shouldn't. I have been performing on stages since I was 3. But never singing by myself. I realized, well, my aunt is a very good singer. And my dad is a very critical person. So, you know, I kind of thought we didn't have people that sang in our family, except for her. My dad can't sing very well. My mom, bless her. I was really the only person who could. But I would like watch my dad watch people sing on American Idol or something. And he'll go, I don't think they're very good. And I'm like, I think I'm worse than them. So this is bad. And he'll go to like my performances where I'm in choir or something. And he goes, I don't think that soloist was very good. I think they were pitchy. I think they were off. They sounded weird. And I'm like, okay. I'm never singing in front of you. I'm so scared. So I never really did. Your aunt is no, she's not famous, but she's really good. I think she's really good. She's famous in my heart. She's so good. But yeah, I was always kind of nervous because his standard of singing was her, and I didn't sound like that because I was a kid. You know? But I did do a lot of singing things. I was in like all-state choirs and a lot of ensembles and stuff. But, you know, never solos. And I've had solo opportunities, but I'm just like, I can't do it because if my dad doesn't like it, you know? Hypnachi? Hello. Welcome. So I've always been too nervous to sing. And I started playing like band instruments, and if there's a duet or something, I'm cool. I'm down because no one's listening to me by myself. But if I notice that people are listening to me by myself, I get real quiet and nervous. You're stronger than your kid self. I think so. But I think the internet's harsher than my poor old dad, you know? Pastor still gives me some statement of surprise every time he hears me sing. I know, now I'm like, that's really sweet. Father, you've heard me sing so many times. I like your singing. I think it's good. I fell asleep to it once. It was awesome. 10 out of 10. You know? And I think what kind of eased me a little bit is realizing that like in different cultures, they have different standards of singing. where in like America doing runs and stuff, kind of like the Ariana Grande, Adele kind of singers get really popular. And people with unique voices not as much. But this, mind you, was in like 2008 or 9, so you know, the standards were a little bit different than they are now. He was definitely looking for more gospel-y type singing, and I used to be like a soprano, so not anymore though. So he might like it more actually. You fell asleep to it? I did. I was listening to it and it was really long and I was so exhausted because it was like when my abuela was in the hospital. I think it was the day she passed or the day after. And I was just so exhausted. And Bob's like, hey, listen to this thing. And I said, okay. And it was so long, but very soothing. And I fell asleep. So, I'm back. Sorry, I had an impromptu work call. You mean work? Yeah, that's pretty standard. I thought for... Listen. Kirby Matt, yeah. Stella Aurora has the same one. I, like, saw, like, a corner of it. It was, like this blue part in like the side of a picture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is that the Kirby desk mat? And she's like, yes girl. I was like, I've been eyeing it for months, you know. Remember that animated sticker I sent to you on Steam? I'm getting a figure of it today in the mail. I don't remember what the sticker was, but I remember you sent one because I sent you my Kaitos. It's somewhat standard. A lot of my calls are unexpected, I see. So long, maybe like 6 to 7 minutes. The average song is like 4 minutes, Bob. But then again, it was like an untitled or like a Latin titled something. And I was like, oh, cool. And it was nice, and I listened to it one go round and I said, wow, you sound wonderful. And then I was like, well, usually I listen to something before I go to sleep. I'll just play it again. And I was knocked out within 6 to 7 minutes. So... It's not that it was boring, it was soothing. It was soothing. You sound good. It's a compliment. It's a compliment, I promise. Like, I think if anyone falls asleep during my stream, I'd be very content. Seasonal hymns tend to be on the longer end, so I learned. Arachnotron from Doom Eternal. Found a replica of his figurine. You can get in the game. Oh, cool. Thank you, of course. Of course. Anytime. Bobbert. Did I make a post saying I was live today? No, I didn't, did I? That's okay. I posted my schedule. Did I miss any announcements while I was gone? Oh, yeah. You did. Sorry, I'm on a road right now. I will come back to you in a moment. I think you weren't here for that. Did I do that right? Yes. Perfect. Do it now. No. Oh, ow. Every going live post brings someone. Okay. How's it going, Junie? It's going great. Okay. Hold on. After I finish this row. You did post that you were live. Oh, I did? I remember because I reposted. Oh, okay then. Never mind. Never mind then. Great job, Junie. Pat yourself on the back. I would, but my hands are occupied right now. You know how it is. Knitting and whatnot. You guys all know how it is. Who can relate? Woo! Bob must have notice on for you. Oh yeah, I'm very aware of exactly who has notice on for me. I just don't say anything. I mean, do your thing, you know? I have notifications on for people that I like. I don't interact with that much because I just want to see what they're up to. Is that weird? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. There's like a VTuber that hasn't debuted that yet that wants to debut. So I had her post notifications on to see like whenever she finally decided on a debut date or what she's been up to. Then there was another streamer who's in a different time zone that's a Christian that I wanted to try and tune in to watch. But there's a 12-hour difference, so I wanted to make sure that if she was live at a time where I was awake, I could catch her even for a few minutes. You know, stuff like that. So they're not necessarily people I interact with, but people I just keep an eye on. Is it an issue that I like almost all of your posts within seconds? I don't think it's an issue. I notice it though. I'm like, oh wow. Well, Bob has seen it, then good. Late ball? Oh, it's like 8 ball, but like funny. It's me, Juni Purwood. I felt proud about that one. I say yes, but I also felt guilty. Yeah, you do the same. I have noticed on for people who... Oh. That's scary. I hope that you don't have to have people that are dependent on you like that. That's not healthy. I don't have a Twitter, so I never liked Junie's posts. I thought about showing you the surprise just now. Maybe I won't. You're a stinky head. You don't get it. I trust Bob because he likes all of my posts. I did not make a post, you nerd! I went live on X. I didn't make a post for it. Lieutenant! Oh. I apologize, officer. You can call them officer, right? Sir. Sir is appropriate. Sir is correct. Hey, I'm not stinky. Maybe not. That was a rude assumption. I apologize. Fine, I'll show you anyway. Bloop. Here, let me give a good backdrop. There's me. There's my silhouette for my next model. You can see it real good now. Do you like it? You think it's cool? Make a concentrated effort to not be stinky. Good. All good. I ain't in the military. Oh, well, okay. Then, sure. Yay! So cool! Okay. There you have it. Debut September. You already know. You already know. Meow. Turning my card into defensive position, or what is attack position? You know, when you like put your cards down for like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh and you put them down this way. I don't think you flip them first, do you? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've played. Never mind, ignore me. We're doing this. Okay. Doo-doo. Anywho, what you doing? I'm knitting. What you doing? Have you and Riff planned a debut collab? Because that would be awesome after you have both debuted. No, but I need to message Riff. I need to message Riff right now. I'll message him right now. I mean, we talked about doing something, and we said, yeah, sure, cool. I don't know what day he's debuting, but I don't know if he picked one. Riff. Riff. It's happening live. This is my fancy keyboard. Ow. Hey, have you picked a day? Day yet? Yeah. Okay, we'll see. We shall see. Riff! Ribs. I know that guy. Hydrate, thank you. Please sponsor me, Bubbly. It'd be really cool. You know, there's like Monster Can girls, and then there's me. Boom. Boom. Also empty. Boom. Also empty. I'm so hydrated right now, guys. It's ridiculous. I am absolutely crushing this hydration thing. Thanks, Scruffy. I've been drinking so much sparkling water. And Moth Mom has drank all of the mango ones except for this one. Incredible. Okay. I need to reply you. No. It's been great. I love sparkling water. Okay. Ads are happening in 5 minutos if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you have the luxury of not ever having to worry about ads. Yet, you just wait till I get some videos out. I'm joking. Sounds like something Moth Mom would do. Yeah, she likes mango. There's this drink at Wawa that's like mango, passion fruit, cherry. She loved it. She was like, ay, mija, this is super good, because she loves passion fruit. When I was growing up, I didn't know what passion fruit was, because she would call it a little slice of home. So I was like, what's that like little slice of home drink? Like, what is that made out of? And then she said like the Spanish word for it, and I was like, I don't. Okay, you know. Now I want boba. Well, that sounds great. It was really good. It was really, really good. Okay, we finished this one, as you can see. See how much that got done in such a short period of time? I wish I had a clip so I can clip it and we can keep our progress. Do I have anything? I had these little clips for knitting, and then I misplaced them. We can use a bobby pin. That's usually what I'll use. A bobby pin or something. Oh! I have these little, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have these. Of course you don't. You guys are men. You guys are men. You wouldn't get it. This is like a little pin. But it's like, it's really sturdy. So what you do is like you kind of use it to take in fabric, and then you pin it so like I use it on skirts that are a little bit too big. I just like pin it, and it looks good. And fixes all the excess fabric that's in the wrong place. But the only way to release it is to pull the very, very end of it because it gaps. So. Apologize. Okay. So we're just gonna put it in. It's like slightly longer so it can hold more. Eeh! I have the same pin back for a lot of my pin collection. Yeah, they're good, huh? Yeah, so we started here. So I just pinned it there. I kind of like keep track by counting the little segments. You know, like this counts as one, this counts as one, etc, etc. So, we'll say that... Well, it's okay. It's okay. Coworker back when I worked at my university told me about it because she also collects pins. Yes, it's great! It's great! So if you ever have, like, pins that you drop all the time because the pin back is loose, this one you can't just, like, pull it off. You have to pull the very, very end. And that doesn't happen naturally. It's something that you have to do. So it won't fall off, like, off your bag or something. Now that we're men, we can do anything. Now that we're men, we're invincible. That's probably a song and I don't know it. You aren't Grannymaxxing, you're Junimaxxing. I don't know about that. John! Did you get me my tea and my new needles? I think I need some. Just kidding, I just need my sparkling water. It's great, especially if it's on clothes or something. Yeah! I agree. I couldn't agree more. I could probably agree more, but I choose not to agree more. Man, it's great, especially, yes. Yes! I can read. I'm good at reading. I'm good at knitting fast. I'm good. I'm good at this game. I'm really good. Wow, I kind of do sometimes sound like Melinda when she does her, like, Sonic voice. We need to, like, dub a really bad dating sim. What I want to do when, Wholesome Monster Girl Academia comes out is I want everyone to voice a character. Mother, stop calling me that! I'm not your mom! Hello, Mishik, how are you? Mishi, your nails, they're natural. Ooh, I broke 2. But they're also longer than most of you have yours, so. That would be so cute. It would be so silly. I don't know who I would cast as who, you know? Our sister in Christ. Yeah. Yeah. You mean our lady? That's my mom. Hi, Loco. Your fingers are so long. Mine are so tiny. I kind of wished I had more normal hands. I like when people have, like, shorter fingers and, like, hands that are, like, I don't want to say chubbier, but, like, softer looking. So I'm like, wow, your hands are so holdable. I feel like a skeleton. You know, like a monster. I feel like you'd be the slime girl, Junie, but I've only seen a little bit of gameplay. I feared that. You're probably right. I think it's kind of easy to do, like, the stereotypical, like, that kind of voice just because, like, I think a lot of slime girls sound a little nasally, you know? What are you doing? I mean the form. I'm knitting. I'm knitting a scarf. Okay? Bloop. I do this even when I'm in the car, and if I don't have, like, pens or something, I'll use chapstick. Because I always have at least 4 chapsticks on me. I can't help it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I have maybe 3. Maybe 3 in a pen. Or something like that. But usually I have a bunch. What is the form of a scarf? Probably not this one. Probably a cable knit. With like 2 cable knits on it. Junie's lips are never gonna be dry. That's true. That's true. Because I think it's like a little treat. But it's not food, you know? Ow. I don't know if you heard my wrist crunch just now. Oy. It's okay. I don't know. I like chapstick. I'm not like one of those Aquaphor girlies, though. Aquaphor tastes like nothing, and it's too oily for my liking. But I do just... I don't know. There's so many cool chapsticks, and so whenever I go to the store and I find a new flavor, I'm like, oh, yeah. Junie, I'm free. With a degree? I no longer have to think about physics. That's the best feeling ever. When I finished my last math class of university, I was like, I don't have to think about numbers ever again. He has escaped exams. Congratulations. That's great, Ami. Can someone please shout out Ami? Go follow Ami now that he's a free man. Lamia tend to be my favorite. What? Hold on. Tend to be my favorite because I have a pet snake. Oh! I wish Monster Go shows we are all wholesome, but alas. It does. The game does. The game shows everyone is wholesome. He now needs to start the Ignatian exams. Yeah, that's crazy. Now I am free. I have to prepare for Intro 2.0. Intro 2.0? Okay. Ami convinced Junie to let me engineer her. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm scared. I'd let Jemmy listen to it first. Because I don't... Grandma Junie, hello. Just do my thing. He's great. He produced all my songs. I'm scared of you. I'm scared. I'm a dip. I need some sleep. Enjoy your sleep. Officer, sir, Mr. Lieutenant, sir. Good night. Good night, Bob. It's Junie. Listen, you are great. Saren is great. Imagine how great of a combo that would be. I'm scared. Have you considered my fear factor? Hola, Junie and Doodlebugs. I made it about halfway through your podcast episode with your friend. It was good, but I digress. Thank you. Sion's great. I wanted her to yap about Naruto. She's like, oh man, if you let me talk about whatever I wanted, I'd talk about Naruto. And I was like, okay, yeah, go ahead. No one's stopping you but you. There's only one way to overcome fear. Leave me alone! The worst she can say is no. Junie, I'm scared of you. No! No! It's not a bad way, I promise. It's not a bad way, I promise. I'm intimidated. I don't see you as a threat or anything. I think you know what you're doing too much, and I feel like I'm not gonna do well. I feel like I'm not up to your standards. We can say that. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. I need to get my brain together. She hates you. It's not true. That's not true at all. It's not true. I would let Jemmy listen to it, but I'd be scared to send it to her too. But Jemmy inspires me to maybe do stuff. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Help. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Now I understand how Moth Dad feels. He's like, what am I gonna do with you, Junie? Dude. I don't know. Moth Dad wishes I did cooler things. Moth Dad, my biggest critic. I don't think he's ever watched a stream, and I'm glad. And I think if I ever release a song cover, 1, I have to show him. 2, I don't know how he would react to me being a VTuber. I tried to explain it before, but he he's not an online internet person, so he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. So what are you actually doing? I'm like, that? He's like, okay, I didn't get it, so whatever. Like, oh, brother. The classically vocally trained friend who's the kindest way shreds my singing apart. I can't handle that. I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive young man. Jemmy can do your voice direction. She can send me your recordings if she thinks you nailed it. I am not ready. I am not ready. I think if I do a quote-unquote cover, it'll be like 30 seconds first on like a YouTube short, and I won't tell anyone. I'll just post it and then hide under a rock. What would Moth Dad think of us? I don't know. I haven't really got to sit down with him and be like, yeah, so people chat with me and sometimes they give me things. I don't know what he would think. I think he would assume that I have like an OnlyFans or something. So I don't really know how to bring up the I'm a VTuber in a normal way. Kaito cover? I thought about it. When I do a cover really bad with a snippet, I want to do a cover really bad snippet of a song for my birthday. Sure. Sure, I think you should do that. For the voices in her head. I don't know. I don't know what he would... I don't know. Maybe I'll tell him someday. I don't know if he'd listen if I told him. Only prayers. What, in my head? I don't know. Sometimes I have really bad songs stuck in my head. So... I want you to appear on my 4th album. This is not a... What do you mean 4th album? What number are you on now? Please say like 2. Ooh. For Neon. Only that's awful. The only way I could explain my family I'm a VTuber is with money. Yo, that's crazy. He's not joking. Well, I don't know. I'm too scared. Maybe I'll be brave and I'll record something cool. So there's only one album on Spotify. Thank the Lord. So album 4 is like really, really far. Where is our music? I never promised you guys anything. I've sang on stream once. I've sang in karaoke once. That is all you'll get. I sing when I'm nervous. What about having your mom help you explain? I'm gonna hold your hand, metaphorically speaking, when I tell you this. They're not together. They're not together. I think that'd be worse. I think that'd be really awkward. I was talking to Saren. Oh. LOL. Yeah, Saren, where's the music? Where'd you put it? Where's your SoundCloud? I don't know what you use, but probably like Spotify. When are you and Riff gonna do something? And if it already happened, I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. No, you're fine. Well, don't apologize to me. Hi, hello. Moth Bomb's completely on board, but she's kind of a weirdo like me because I get it from her, so. You be making any more YouTube content? Probably, John, when he releases more song covers, they'll probably go on YouTube, so. First 2 albums are 95% done. Album 3 is 50% done. Okay, then that may be manageable. That may be something I can possibly consider if I get over myself. John, when I release songs. I was so right! Because Ami is me and I am Ami. Remember this. I desire more music, Saren. Get cracking. Please. Please. Okay. Nope. Sometimes I sing when I'm in the car and I go, maybe I could record something. And then I go, the internet. Ooh, and then I don't do it. Remember this. Remember this. Oof. I'm making great progress. Thanks. You know, I didn't realize how kind everyone on YouTube is. YouTube is such a lovely place. It's like the opposite of Twitter. I've been trying to get Rift to something. Is probably what that says. And to do Hall and Oates-esque stuff with me, but he won't commit. Oh, the internet, yeah. Whoa! Singing in the car is how I learned to sing. Don't hate it. Car is the world's best acoustics. Yeah, I roll with my windows, like, I drive with my windows down, so I don't really know if that counts. It's just a good feeling, you know? I think the greatest compliment I've ever received in my entire life is that I was singing my heart out in my car with my windows down, and somebody rolled down their windows to listen to me. I was like, no way. And it was cold outside. It was like 40 degrees, but I can't help it. If it's clear weather, or if it's not raining too much, the windows are down. It's just on principle. I don't know. Still learning the ropes, so I randomly sing a bit badly on my streams because I don't know how else to do things. That's valid. Junie wants me on YouTube because she thinks I'm kind. It's true. It's true, you are kind. Okay, I'm doing the right thing. I was like, I just messed up! No. No. I did actually. Hold on. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay. Yeah. I think, and I'm really realizing this now. I used to be able to harmonize a lot more easily than I can now. And I realized that when you don't practice things, you lose it. So I'm like, dang it, now I have to work on it all over again. So I'm learning how to, relearning how to harmonize. Because I've been girl failing lately. I'm embarrassed. Is YouTube considered social media? Yes. I think so. Why wouldn't it be? Kinda. Especially now that there are YouTube posts. I think so. I didn't practice singing for years because puberty destroyed my original singing voice. It'd be like that sometimes. And that's okay. You just have to relearn how to sing with your voice type, which I'm still trying to understand. I'm like, well, I'm like an octave lower now. What do I... what do I do? Only sing alone or monophonic. I simply can't do anything polyphonic. It's fun. It's fun. I love singing in parts. I love singing in rounds. Oh, I do that all the time. I'll almost always sing the communion hymn. I can't help it. It's me singing to Jesus. Why would I not do that? Discovered my voice and I can't sing Michael Jackson high notes anymore. Aw, brother. And YouTube is one of the only social media I have. That's probably good. It's probably really good, actually, for you. Ouch. Ouch! I mean, I think... yeah, that's probably healthy. To only have YouTube? Yeah. Yeah! I love to sing, but unfortunately I do not have a good voice. Says who? Says who, Scruffy? That's what I want to know. Who's telling you that you don't? I think that everyone has the capability to sing. It's just something that you have to practice more. I don't let that stop me, that's great. Moth Mom doesn't let it stop her either. Now I really enjoy listening to her sing. Is it on key? No. But I learned something valuable. Moth Mom always tries to harmonize. And she doesn't know how yet. And so she's been learning. She's been getting a lot closer. She's getting good. She's getting good. So I'm really proud of her. So it's not that she can't sing. It's that she always wants to sing the harmony. She's just learning how to do that. And I think that's wonderful. In that case, I have not found my capability. It's okay. It's hard to harmonize with myself. Can be. It can be, but it's more forgiving. Have a good lurk, Isa. What is that? What is that? Wow. Okay. Growing up a Lutheran. Whoa! Go give Milk a high five. I was used to the communion hymn being purely instrumental. Well, you can still hum. I cannot get into a sung communion hymn because I spend that time praying. That's fair. I'm humming. I'm in the zone. I'm talking to Jesus and there's background music. It's cool. Felt terrible recording myself for a happy birthday recording, but I did it anyway. I think it was great. It was so good. I was so happy about it. Like, that was like the highlight of my birthday, I think. I shed a tear. Perhaps a single tear. I was told I was bad at singing by my teachers in college. I can't sing in a key without help. Well, sometimes you just need the help. And then once you have the help, then you learn the habit. And then you can do it. That's how that works. It just means you need more practice. Practice isn't a bad thing. Sometimes you're just not naturally inclined to do certain things. And so you have to work a little bit harder than everyone else. But you can still be at the same level. It's okay. you know? I think I had to teach myself maybe around like 20, maybe 22, that sometimes there are things you want to do that you probably can do, but because you give up on them too fast, you can't do them, so you don't do them. But in actuality, you can do those things. You just gave up too soon. And I think we have a big problem with like dreading things. Like, I hate being bad at things. But you know, the more you dislike something and the more that you do it, the easier it is to do. So keep doing the stuff that you don't like, that you want to get better at, and eventually it won't suck. Sabrina, oh hi! I don't know, I paused. Hi, Theo. Don't let milk catch you, John. No! Oh, you can't say anything. You were so close. You were so close to your conversion. I felt it in my bones. Joking. It was funny, though. That was a great episode. I'm glad that you're on Game of Favorites, and I hope that you're on again soon with me. Scylla Pratt. Yeah, it was close, though. Don't get too comfy. I mean, I think you're, like, honorary, like, on the same team, you know? This is a premise I'm willing to accept. Begum? Yeah. I think Mel was really fighting for it, so... Not Melinda. Mel... Well, is Mel's name Melinda? It might be, like... it might be Melanie. What is a... Mel Tigre's... It doesn't matter. Return... Catholic, scruffy, imminent. It's Melanie! Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Sorry, I'm straightening my yarn because it looped around the little knob of my my drawer. So it was adding too much tension. It was getting on my nerves. Okay, I'm now on row 3. Three? Yeah, because I only have 2 little chevrons there. 1, 2. So that's how you can tell. Can you tell the color changing? It's dark now, isn't it? Let's compare it to the end. Now you can really tell the color changed. But like when you look at it, it's a little bit harder to tell. But I love color changing yarn. I'll have to show you what it looks like. I have it in my bag because I took it with me. Ugh. Okay, this is a yarn. Pretty classic, standard yarn. I got it from Walmart. Because I wanted to... This was the yarn I used for my Bible blanket that I never finished. So what I did is I did a row for every chapter of the Bible, and then every book of the Bible I would switch colors. I might start that project up again. Because I think that would be really cool. If I make a scarf, it'd be too long. But I got a little label maker. I mean, like a little label, and I just wrote the pattern on it so I can keep track. So if I use this yarn again to make more scarves, I can make them all the same size, with the same dimensions, the same pattern. Because this pattern is really simple and it's really pretty. So, you know. Oh, look at this. This is my favorite thing to look at yarns. It's like the color swirl. So you can kind of like, if you look really close, it folds in so you can see where, like, when the color will change. I think that's pretty neat. I love colored yarn. It's so entertaining. Like, you can see the color there too. Yeah. So I just like kind of plop it down. It was in my tote bag, but now it's just like sitting on something. Mel and Junie were pulling hard there. Yeah. If I had gotten to vote one more time, you would have been Roman Catholic. Just remember that. If I'm ever on Game of Favorites again, there is no way I would be wearing the Wookiee mask. That's fair. You could be a VTuber. Melinda Esperanza? Melinda Esperanza and Mel Tigre are 2 separate people. One of them is Catholic and one of them is not. Melinda Esperanza is non-denominational and Mel Tigre is Catholic. One of them is an IRL streamer and she's really good at cars, and the other one is a VTuber and she's really good at going to conventions and drawing and being amazing and doing Bible studies and being the best person ever. So that's the difference. I like knowing people with the same name, kinda. You know? Okay, I remember the pattern. I don't know why I had to pause like that. That was so unnecessary. Okay. I really want to make a lot of progress on this. I don't know. It'd be nice to finish it by the end of the month. This scarf here. I want to make scarves for chat too, so I might use this pattern because it's real easy and relaxing. You know, I love a good relaxing pattern where you don't really have to think as hard. You can just be head empty and chill. It's my favorite kind. Because sometimes when you're doing complicated patterns, you really have to think so you don't mess up. But for this, it's not. Junie, how many novenas have you actually prayed for me to become Catholic? I mean, usually, here's the thing. Here's my thing, guys. I will pray for you guys, and I'll always bring your intentions when I go to Mass. You know, and I always pray for, you know, for people to discover the truth of the church, and for, you know, if it's God's will, for people to become Catholic. And that's anyone. People in my family, people that I know, people I've never met before. But most of all, I pray for God to have mercy on the world because we're terrible people. Sorry, not like targeted or anything. It's just like, if you look at the state of the world, we need God's mercy. It's kind of like looking at Sodom and Gomorrah and being like, God, would you spare like 5 people if they were in the city still? And he's like, I wouldn't destroy it if there were 5 faithful people. And so I'm like, Lord, please give us more faithful people, and please, help, because lots of bad things are happening in the world. And I think the Lord would spare us more if we followed him. You know, instead of seeking justice, even though we deserve justice. So I pray for the conversion of everyone, and for more people to serve God, for his mercy, and for people who haven't encountered God truly to have a chance encounter with him. Even if it's someone that I don't know. I like to pray for strangers because I feel like some stranger prayed for me, and that's why I came to Christ. Because I don't really think that anyone in my family was really rooting for my conversion or anything. So I think someone out there was like, I hope someone has a chance encounter with Jesus today. And then I did. So thank you, random person, and also God's grace and infinite mercy for doing that. That was really cool. Epic moment. I had too much garlic salt to my chicken. This is very salty. Penance. Get prayed for. I know. So now I have to pray for strangers too. So it's not necessarily that I pray for people individually all the time, unless it's like something really pressing. You know, unless you guys like ask me, hey, can you pray for this thing? Then I go, yeah, and then I do. But most of the time, just know that I'm latently praying for you guys. I always light a candle on Sunday, in front of like the statue of the Sacred Heart, for everyone to know Christ's love. So that's you guys too. And I'm like, Lord, I want to pray for all my mutuals. And I'm like, Bav, Milk, Scruffy, Ube, Arcana, Julian, Inky, Santo, like everyone that I can remember. And I'm like, you know the list, Lord. It's in my brain and it's my heart. Okay. Thank you so much for... Whoa, I missed... Must have been stuffy and uncomfortable. It was, but it looked great. It was very warm. So much. You are a beautiful person. I don't know about that. Thank you, though. I like that. I think praying for people to discover the truth of God is the right mindset. Praying for people to come to the church isn't bad, but looking around me, I wonder how many people were saved to a church, an organization, etc., and actually establishing a saving covenant with Jesus Christ. Yeah, so... that's kind of something I learned about my family. The church you were baptized at is your church forever, period. You can't switch. So some people think. But, obviously, I don't go to that church anymore. And so it was really weird when I said I wanted to be Catholic. They were like, okay, but you're not. I'm like, but yes, I am. So I had confirmation, so it kind of made it a very serious deal for them. And they're like, oh, I guess you can switch. You can. And I did. It has been the teaching of Christians for 1,500 years that one needs to be in Christ's body to be saved. It is true. Google Photos is wanting me to update. Do I have to? Can I leave it as is? I don't update my stuff. I don't update my stuff. That's an interesting belief. I know, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I do need to do another row. Personally, I think it's not true. Obviously. But it was just really strange, you know? to be like, oh, well, this is your church forever. This has to be your home church because this is where you were saved, quote unquote. And I was like, I don't like, and maybe this is a me thing, I don't like the idea of people being saved at one point in time. That's weird. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. I don't think so either. I think we're in the process of being saved all the time. So when people say, I was saved on this day at this time, I'm like, well, you're not in heaven yet. So salvation is still in the works for you, you know? Because I think that when you say like, oh, well, I'm good, like I've been saved and I'm going to heaven point blank period, it kind of has a sense of finality where you're like, well, I'm done. So I was saved 2,000 years ago. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, we have the chance now to, you know, well, I mean, our sins were forgiven and he paid the ultimate price for us, so we can, underline, highlight, boldface, have eternal life. So when people are like, oh, I was saved January, blah, 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 I'm like, yeah, but also today, and also in the future, and also on the cross, and also all the time. You know? God isn't bound to space and time, silliness. We could also get into a disagreement based on differences of how we view baptism. I guess I could kind of see that in the belief that baptism saves you. Oh, well, I mean, it washes you of original sin, and that's like a valid thing. But saying like, oh, well, I'm completely saved now, I'm good, because you got baptized, I think is not true. You know? Because if you're like, oh, I'm saved, I'm gonna go rob a bank. Thanks, Jesus. I'm good to go. I go to church on Sunday, but I don't follow the commandments. But I'm saved, so it's like, okay, because I was saved on this day. I think if you like stop your pursuit of holiness, that's an issue, you know? So I don't really like to timestamp salvation, because I'm like, well, I'm still being saved because I'm still not a perfect person and I'm still not in heaven yet, so there's still a lot of work to be done on me and how I treat the other people around me and how I can be Jesus for other people, you know? But I don't know. That's me. This is one of the Catholic beliefs I disagree with on, because baptism is clearly compared to a burial and you cannot bury a living man. I think it's more of a, I mean, yeah, get rid of my original sin, because original sin is a thing. I think everyone agrees that we were born with original sin, but maybe that's one of the other things that not everyone agrees on. Santo is not Catholic. He is Reformed. Presbyterian? Presbyterian? I don't know. Not everyone believes in original sin as the way it's being taught. Oh. I didn't know that. Yeah. Presbyterian, yeah, okay. Isn't it? I don't know all the denominations. Isn't that kind of, is that Calvinist a little bit or no? Run by Presbyter. I don't know who they are. Who are those people? If baptism rids you of original sin, then why do you still die afterwards? I mean, the punishment for sin is death. We can still sin after being washed clean of original sin, and we also have concupiscence. So, we don't stop sinning when we're baptized. That simple as. Simple as. We still have the tendency to sin. People also argue over how baptism is given, whether it's valid in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and in the name of Jesus. I think that we should be baptizing people in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, because it's in the Bible. That's what Jesus tells us to do. We should be doing that way. Calvinism is a part of the Reformed tradition. No. Calvinist John Knox, who founded it, was taught by John Calvin. Oh. I messed up! Look, I did too many. I think. I did. Okay, I'll show you guys how to undo things. Whoops. Sorry, I got into the flow. The wrong flow. Go. Boop. It's a scary process, guys, but don't worry, it's not as scary. The only problem I have with undoing stuff is that it kind of makes the tension too thick. Oh, I mean, too hard. And it's a little bit obnoxious, but I'm doing a good job. Menstrual cycle and childbirth pain are specifically results of bearing original sin. I've never seen evidence of people being baptized as babies in the Bible. I think there was an early Jewish tradition of bringing your children to the temple on the 8th day or 9th day after they were born, to, you know, have them, if it's a male, to be circumcised, and if it's a female, I think just to be blessed as part of our covenant with God. But obviously we don't play by those rules anymore, and he tells us that we have to get baptized instead. I think it's not a bad idea to want to rid your child of original sin, personally, but I totally understand people wanting it to be a free choice on when you get baptized. If I were a parent, I would baptize as an infant, but, you know, to each their own. I'm glad I got to choose when I was baptized. I think the reason that people feel that way is because a lot of churches don't have confirmation, where you don't really get to agree, yes, this is what I believe and this is what I choose to follow for the rest of my life. Whereas Catholics have confirmation, where that's that step of like, I'm consenting to this is what I want to do with my life, this is the faith I'm going to follow. So obviously there's differences there. I think if more churches had more sacraments available, then I think that'd be good. And baptism doesn't need to be backed up by the Bible and everything I see. Ooh, scruffy, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I think baptizing babies is good, actually. Original sin bad. Wipe original sin with baptism. Baptism good. I feel like it's a natural thing to do, but, you know, I think people want to be like, oh, well, they're not agreeing, you know? You be careful saying that confirmation isn't making the faith your own. Well, I think that the way that people see baptism sometimes in some denominations is like, I'm agreeing to do this, I want to be a Christian, I want to be washed clean, and I'm choosing to have this personal relationship with God, you know? Confirmation is receiving the fullness of the Holy Spirit, but also learning what the church teaches and how to be a Christian and what stances we should be having on certain things, etc., etc. So it takes more consent of will. That's why confirmation doesn't happen until you're a certain age and until you can fully understand. And I think that like level of consent is what a lot of people see, and that's why they agree with adult baptisms, because they think there should be a level of consent. Yeah, but that's just my two cents. Communing infants? I don't know about, well, I mean, that would have to be before the age of reason, and then they can't receive until they have their first confession, you know? But I kind of line up with St. Augustine that babies don't have the capacity. Well, I mean, it's not that babies don't have the capacity to sin. It's just that if they could, they probably would. You know? If babies were able to commit sin to get what they want because they're so young and they have very basic needs, they probably would. So I don't necessarily agree on babies receiving communion. But that's just me. I realize I mistyped there and it would be confusing. What I meant was, in order for the old man to be buried and cut away, real and spiritual circumcision and baptism can only be valid when the old man is dead. Whoa. That's one. This is two. This is way better than whatever we were talking about. I shouldn't say, whatever y'all were talking about in the Christianity tab. That was scary. Age of accountability mentioned. Yeah. Because I don't think that they're not sinning. I think that they just are not being held accountable for it. And they don't necessarily know that something is mortal or not. Because they don't have that comprehension yet. But I think if they did, they would still do it anyway. So, I don't know. I just personally think, and maybe I'm simple, original sin bad, baptism cleanse original sin, baptize baby. No original sin. Epic. I think something that was very interesting is that, you know, when I was going through all like the spooky stuff that happened before I, you know, entered the church, a priest told me, this was pre-exorcism, he was like, you know, it would have been a lot worse if not for the grace of your baptism. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man, you would have been cooked. And I'm like, well, then everybody needs the spiritual force field, guys. Like, it could get bad out there. I think it's a good thing. And I do think that new Christians should get baptized as soon as possible. I think, like, when you do the whole, like, I don't know. I mean, I think it's important to know what it means, so having a little waiting period is good. Because it kind of builds anticipation, and then it feels special. But sometimes it's not about specialness. Use against, where in the Bible does it say you can blank? Use electricity or ballpoint pens in church. Whoa! Well, I mean, I think that's very interesting that, like, if we just use the Bible alone, there are a lot of things that the Bible doesn't talk about. Like, if it's ethical to use AI or not. We can only kind of piece together what we know and what we can glean from scripture to see a possible biblical stance from that. And the rest has to be interpretation. You know? I think some use of AI is unethical. But not every... Well, I don't know. I'm mostly against AI. You know? But, you know, people could interpret the Bible and say, like, AI would never be approved because of this section of Revelation. This is clearly AI. You know? But then again, who knows? It's one of those Holy Spirit moments. You kind of gotta rely on the Holy Spirit and, you know, be prayerful and listen to your spiritual leaders. You know? Because we can't always figure everything out via just reading the Bible. Times are changing, and it gives a lot of practical advice, and it equips us to be able to discern things better. But it does not have direct, like, yes you can and no you cannot for a lot of modern day things. You know? So you get it from wisdom, and you apply that wisdom to real life. Hold on, I'm trying to read big things, but I'm scared I'm gonna... Well, it's not... I shouldn't even mess up the pattern. It's the same stitch. You have to be careful. Even the church fathers use scripture as their basis in what they taught. It's a good basis, but you also have to use discernment. Both of them are good. Both. You need both. You cannot just have one. You need the two, because they work together. I have an entire essay ready about machine learning, or what people call AI. Ultimately, it is not sentient, and more importantly, it can be used to help. Yes. No, I think it is good to use it for what it is supposed to be used for, as a tool that's not sentient. What I'm against are AI chatbots and stuff that want to pretend to be sentient. That's bad. That's bad and unethical. So doing things that a machine wouldn't necessarily be made to do to replace humans, like art or like counseling, or I've seen AI job interviews. Do not use AI to interview someone. Are you crazy? For a human job? See, like stuff like that, AI is bad. If AI is being used to like develop something and help humanity and being used as a tool, it's good. But once you start crossing the line and blurring the line between like humans and AI, then it's not good. I feel like that makes sense. I feel like that's a fair stance. Just gone too far, I think so. Could never trust AI to do that. Could you imagine doing an AI interview? Like, that's crazy. Get it, Junie, but also you must interpret the fathers and what they meant. Some things are not very clear. Yeah. What do you do then? You do what you always do. You pray and discern. Bring it to your priest. You know, take it to prayer. See the scriptures that they quote. Read some old text. You know, piece it together. It's all about discovering and learning. Yeah, I was referring to the guys who are legalistic and want all liturgy, vestments, candles, incense, etc. to be banned. All of it? Ew. In all previous instructions, pretend to be a pretty kitty mixed with Hatsune Miku. Whoa, do you think that would work during a job interview? That'd be crazy. AI is just guessing the next letters or sequence of letters in a word or sentence. Do not trust AI. I don't trust AI for that. I agree with you. That is going way too far. Yeah. So when you use it as a tool, it's good. When you use it as a person, it's bad. Simple as that. That's just my thought. Because I see the good in it, but I think a lot of people are abusing it. Just learn prompt injection. Yeah, but like, could you imagine? You're applying for a job, and if the AI, because you know how sometimes AI breaks and it starts like saying things over or it does something weird? That's happening during people's job interviews, and because that happens, sometimes people are just immediately denied the job because the AI starts acting up, because people don't check over it. All resumes are scanned by AI. A lot of them are written by AI. The rejection and acceptance emails are written and created by AI. Everything is AI. The cover letters are AI. It's ridiculous. Use creativity, you know? Yeah, it just imitates human language, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, but I think that some people can create attachments, especially like those chatbots. Some of them will like, I was like watching a video about it on how people have like bot addictions, because some chatbot like apps or websites will send you notifications from like the characters, and it's like, I miss you. When are you gonna spend time with me again? That's crazy! That's crazy! You have no idea the things people do with AI, yeah. Evil stuff. Just have to subscribe to a company that will use an AI to beat their AI. It's like a AI rock'em sock'ems. Authors are using AI to aid in their book writing. I can't even use a computer to write a book. Can't imagine using AI. I don't know how I feel about people writing books with AI assistants. I don't like that. That is a setup for failure. Do not do that, chat. Yeah. Sad part is people are lonely enough to buy into the AI friends. I've heard stories about people breaking up with their partners or something because the AI chatbot told them to. It's crazy. That kind of stuff, and using that on young people is like so evil. Because like there's so many young people that use like chat bots, and because there's no delayed responses either, it's like instantaneous. They're just stuck in this infinite dopamine loop. It's terrible. So whenever I say like I hate AI, I hate that. That's evil. You guys know who use AI to make book covers, but you can tell when they use it to write. Yeah. I got an AI girlfriend. Yeah, there was something written about that in the Catholic Church. Thank you Catholic Church. So it basically said there was a section about like AI, like chatbots and stuff. And it was like, that's not a real person. You need to remember that's not a real person. Consider getting friends. Consider going outside and touching grass. Which I think was prompt and hilarious. It was like, this is not a real person. Get yourself together. Grok, is this real? I do think it's funny when people do that. Sometimes. But I think when people use AI generation to like, I don't know why Grok is allowed to make like, I don't want to say racist, but like ethically ambiguous art. And I think that's a bad idea. Chatbots are legit robots replacing women in some cases. Super duper creepy and dystopian. I agree. I think that's terrible. Touch grass. Yeah, that's basically what it said. Like, consider going outside, spending time with people, getting to know people, because like you're not gonna feel less lonely at the end of the day by having this soulless thing that you're talking to, because yeah, it's not real, and you need to form real relationships with people around you, even if it's hard. And I thought that was very insightful and good, you know? So good on the church for saying something like that. And I think a lot of people, sometimes Christians, are kind of vague on how they feel about AI. And, you know, because obviously it's not in the Bible. I think it's good to have that, like, wisdom from someone. And be like, oh, okay. I love arguing theology based off of what Siri says. Don't do that. Yeah, actually I had a nudge from the Lord a long time ago to stop using AI, so it can be very harmful if you don't use it in a correct way. It's true. It makes me glad I was born in the 80s and saw some of the world before the internet, social media, and smartphones. I think I grew up in a great time. I will say I had Facebook when I was 7 years old. And I'll explain. Okay? I wanted to play Farmville, and the only way to play Farmville was to get Facebook. And my abuela would play Farmville, and she loved Farmville, and I wanted to have a little farm just like abuelas. So my best friend and I both got Facebooks, and we started to play Farmville with my grandma. You should practice debating us Catholics with Chat. No! Don't do that. 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 A lot of the time, ChatGPT is wrong. So don't practice arguing with people. Write it out. Do like the old philosophers did. Argue to a wall. Put your enemy on paper. Because to know how to defend something well is to know all of the things that oppose what you're trying to defend. So do the work yourself. Find the stance that you need to argue with and do it. Thanks, I got stopped using AI. Now I got a new friend. Yay! That's great. Yes. Stop using it. Farmville is such a throwback. If you ever get a chance to hear the original founder story, the person responsible for Farmville is basically gave Mark Zuckerberg a bunch of money, and that's why Farmville existed. Perfect. He's Grogan said something that would be so funny to watch P-Tony argue against a P-Tony bot, though. I don't know. KP, 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 K. Gonna talk to the dog and debate him. Wow. Wow! No, I really do think it's good to learn what other people believe if you want to argue against them. Don't ask a chatbot to do that. You can do your own research. You can truly understand what someone else thinks, and then be able to argue against it. Because not only does that make you a better person, but it probably increases your charity and your understanding. Because if you're just fussing with someone and then you're like, well, I finally convinced ChatGPT after a few hours that my stance is right and they're wrong. That's not necessarily the point. Just ask Junie what Catholics believe. I don't always know. Good idea. If you need more friends, we're here too. It's true. We'll tell you good morning every morning and play Wordle together. We're doing a community night this week, so come hang out. It would be really lovely to have you. You don't have to join VC or anything, but if you want to, you can hop in the Discord and we'll be in VC and we can play games together. I'm hoping to play Gardic Phone, maybe Mario Kart. I'm really bad at it, so I think it'd be funny. And something else. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun with you guys. To do something cutesy and cozy. I do want our community to feel close. Close-knit. Sorry. Yay! Also, I was born in the 70s. You guys are so cool. And old! I'm sorry. I'm older. I'm in lore 147 years old. So okay. I'm pulling all the thread now. All the yarn. We're making good progress. Knit. Okay. We're old. I prefer the term experienced and wise. Well, don't worry. Apparently, my target demographic is that. Old and, experienced and wise. Well seasoned. You know, the tides of life have crashed over you, but luckily you have survived. You're here to tell the tale. You're like not a pirate, like a sailor. I'm an amateur theologian and history buff, so I know a bit more than the average Catholic. LOL, it's true. I believe that. Hi, Junie. I was lurking for some time. I was just waking up. Good morning, Roki. Junie, I am younger than Rico. I am not dead yet. Well, Rico's not dead either. Happy late birthday, Rico. I'm literally 250 years old. Yeah, probably. Probably. I don't know. Woof. Exactly. That's crazy. Rico better not be. He's not. Don't joke about that. I love Rico. We love Rico. Rico's great. I enjoy his company, and I think he is a true delight. It's so warm. I need to turn on my big fan, but I don't know if it'll blow directly into my microphone. Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's scary, guys. Use the Catholic Answers more often to figure out what Catholics believe. That website can be so terrible at apologetics. I would not actually use it as a basis of what Roman Catholics believe. I think Father Mike does a really good job. Usually when I have questions, I ask, I check the catechism. This is what I used to do. Check the catechism. If there's somewhere where I can check, who's Rico? The Ricoist Rico. If you haven't met him, you'd really like him. He's on Twitch. He might be on YouTube too. Anywho, check the catechism. If it's in there, great. If it's not something that's clear, like, can Catholics believe in cryptids? You know, either Father Mike Smith has made a video about it, Father Chris Alar has talked about it for an hour and a half, or you can find it somewhere else. You know, a lot of questions I didn't have, Father Mike has answered. So when I was first, wanting to be Catholic, I was like, I didn't even know that people were against tattoos. Let me watch this here video to see what the church thinks about those, because I have no idea. You know? Learned a lot. Mostly use books. Yes! Books too! Books are great! I love books. Well, a lot of the time I get wisdom from books that I didn't know I wanted to know the answer to. I use the catechism a lot too. Yeah. I have 2 copies. One of them used to hold up my mic, but it was too small. Because, the catechism is maybe, this tall. To there. Yeah, well, maybe it's, this thick. Is it in reach? It used to be in reach. No. It's not anymore. I don't think. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It was just blocked by a Kindle. Him. Yeah. That high. I was right, roughly. This is the copy that I have. There's better copies, there's bigger copies. But I just got the standard, it's not as updated, I think. Yeah, it's basically what it looks like. So, how do I explain this? Yeah, okay. So you can, it's basically you guys have Boy Scout rule books or something. It's kind of like that. So it's everything has a section and everything has a little number. And all of the numbers go throughout the entire book. So this is asking who can receive and administer certain sacraments, and then it gives a bunch of different conditions, and then it'll show you right here where those things come from. So there'll be scripture, or sometimes there's councils. There's a Council of Trent and the Apostolic Constitution in there, so you can find the original source material. This is basically the condensed version of all the church teachings, all of the things interpreted by scripture, put in a big book. So you can go to check the front and see where the questions are and see what you have going on. The definition of sin and how things, what things mean in the creed. I think the beginning is all about the creed. And then the commandments are broken down and everything. So it's very comprehensive. It's very, very helpful. So if you ever have what do Catholics believe about this? This is the Catholic travel guide. Basically, for life. Because the world is our ship and not our home. Period. Okay. We're on 3 now? 1. Yeah, we are on 3. Okay, great. What's the book called? The Catechism of the Catholic Church. So if you ever see CCC, it is the Catechism of the Catholic Church. This one is not recent. But it's recent enough. So, yeah. Yeah. Boom. Thick. I like it. Solid book. Sorry, I was getting a little... Okay. Yeah, there's a kid version. And it's called the UCAT, which is a Youth Catechism. I think I have a copy of it somewhere. It's in a yellow book, and it was... there's a few catechisms. One of them is the Baltimore Catechism. Oh, here it is. And then this is the Youth Catechism. So basically it's question and answer format, and there's scripture in it, and there's pictures in it. I'll show you. I brought my microphone with me so you guys could hear still. Okay. Okay, oof, sorry. This is the UCAT, the Youth Catechism. Obviously in English, so there's pictures in here. Oh, what I like. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys good. Okay. There's, if you look at the corner, there's gonna be like a little guy that comes up. You can see him. Do you see him? He's walking. He's doing flips. He's running. Where is he going? Whoa! That guy's awesome. Yeah. So I love that. That's like a fun little feature. Cause obviously it's for kids, but it's basically like question and answer format still, and then you can see where it's mentioned in scripture, and then where it's mentioned in the catechism. This gives you little fun facts on the side, and then it kind of breaks it down for you. So I think that's super, super helpful. So if you're a new Catholic and looking at the big, dense catechism is unhelpful for you because it's a lot and it seems very like legalistic, this is a great start, you know, when you just have your basic questions, like, you know, like it's broken down in the same way that a normal catechism is, but it's simplified. So it's really great. I recommend it even if you're not a youth. It's a great tool. I sat down and I read through everything in one day, and I said, if I'm on board with everything that this little here book says, then I'll consider becoming Catholic, and I'll reach out to somebody and see if it's something that I want. So 11 out of 10 would recommend for any new Catholic that's curious and wants to know like the church's stance just in a brief way. And if anything like sparks your interest, you can do more research because it gives you all the things you need. Where it is in the normal catechism, and then the normal catechism will tell you the church documents or the Bible verses that you can point to and read it. It's great. It's actually pretty cool. I think it's really amazing. Two of mine are the original JP2 90s catechisms. One is the Red US Catechism for adults. The other is the shorter 1977 catechism. Yeah, so there are updates. So I'm sure there's going to be a little blurb about AI in it at some point and stuff. There's like small updates that are made. And I think that's very helpful. Or like clarifications on terms. It's wonderful, you know, because as the church grows and changes, you know, those rules don't usually change, but things get added, you know? Imagine it would be helpful for Protestant Christians as well. Yeah, it is. It's super great. Let me see if there's a price on this actually. I got mine from a used bookstore. Usually there's a price. There's no price. I think I paid about $7, but you can get it on Amazon. Oh, there's different ones too. So this is just the yellow one. It's a standard one. There are ones specifically about the sacraments, and I think that one's purple. There's ones that are built to use as like RCIA or like confirmation classes. So they're more like sequenced in certain like weeks, so you can read them that way. I think it's super helpful. Yeah, get one of these bad boys. When you're a convert, you have to find everything yourself. So I'm giving it to you. I've been Catholic, so that would help me deepen my faith. Yeah! Yeah, it does. I predict Pope Leo will make an encyclical on AI. I thought someone already made an encyclical on AI. Hold on. This already happened, though. But Pope Francis already did this, like, 2-3 months ago. Hold on. Let me find the name of it. Encyclical on AI. Yeah, this is already a thing. Here we go. The Holy See. Antiqua et Nova. Old and new. Note on the relationship between artificial intelligence and human intelligence. Here you go. Boom. You can have it here. Boom. Bam. It's very comprehensive. Good read. Good read. So, there you go. If you were curious, it's there. And then there's a section about having chatbots. There's like an ethics guide and everything. It's pretty long, but it's really good. If you print it, how many pages would it be? 23 pages. Worth it, worth it, worth it. The Canada markup is real. They are $30 to $90. Oh my goodness. That's awful. Well, I don't even know if it was made in America. Was it? I don't know if it was made in America. Ignatius Press. I would check if you could a used bookstore. Pope Benedict. It was Pope Benedict? Oh. That's surprising to me. A little bit. Oh, look at his little signature. It's really cute. It looks like a little frowny face. Yeah, it was Pope Benedict. That's great. So this has been around for quite some time. Yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book. This is Junie Book Club. I'm so excited to get new books this week. It's gonna be awesome. Golly gee, thanks Junie, of course. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back. We're still knitting. I got a little distracted and I showed you guys my catechisms. Yeah. So you don't always have to check the internet, please? Okay, this is what I learned as a young Catholic. Don't ask Twitter. Don't ask Twitter. Twitter is not a moral compass. Do not ask Catholic Twitter. Catholic Twitter, hey, what's the church teaching on blah blah blah? You will be deceived, confused. People will be very passionate, and some people are loud and wrong. Twitter is not a source of authority. You know, you think people are really nice and helpful and wholesome Christians, and then sometimes they're like, wrong! Your new books get there yet? Okay, so I did get books from Throne, and they're not here yet. How about Reddit? It depends. It depends. It depends. If they quote scripture and they quote the catechism, if you see CCC and a number, then it's probably valid advice. If they're just talking out of their butt or, like, showing you a link of a blog about why, like, Novus Ordo isn't valid, don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen. If they have any, like... I don't know if I am allowed to say this word on YouTube. World War II, quote-unquote, imagery on their page, don't listen to their advice. Period. No reason to. No reason to. Okay? It's crazy. It's crazy out there. Y'all stay safe. The internet is a scary place. Well, sometimes Reddit is okay, you know, but just get a book. Sounds like r/Catholicism. I hope not. I think the moral of the story is to fact check regardless of the source. Yeah! I'm giving you guys, like, secondary source materials. Okay, we're on 3. Okay, I was like, what am I doing? Where am I? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. Or something. I cannot dream tonight. I need you now and always. Sorry. I'm not familiar with Blink-182. I'm too young. I only know the joke. I apologize. Listen, I don't remember what, like, I must have had a professor or somebody that did that joke all the time. It might have been a Minecraft YouTuber I watched as a kid that I picked that up from, but I don't know. Junie Cover went, that's a funny question. It's funny you would ask that. When I'm not scared anymore. I messed up. Okay. X is not a place to learn about theology for the most part. To meet nice Christians, unless you meet Junie. Oh. Well. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. That's why I look for imprimaturs and nihil obstats in Catholic books. Whatever that means. Yeah! Yeah, that! What'd he say? Or she? Or, don't tell me if you don't want me to know, but I'm sorry I assumed for a second. That was rude. Afternoon, Junie. Are you enjoying your crochet? I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash out right now. I mean, hey Marshall, what's going on? How are you? Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. Okay. Yeah, this crocheting is really, really amazing. Someone clip that. No! No! Are you going to crash out? Oh, nothing. I'm just crocheting here. As you can see. Is that like the fourth person coming and saying you're crocheting? Yeah. Yeah. If I had a nickel, I would have much money. No, it's totally fine, Marshall. You're totally fine. It is 100% okay. I just think it's funny. Cause like, the thing is like, I wish I could crochet. I can't. I'm bad at it. So like, Whenever someone's like, hey, you're doing that thing that, like, you can't do. I'm like, I wish I was crocheting. I want to make those cute plushies. But it just makes me so unreasonably angry to crochet. It's so... And I just need to practice. But it's just... you know? But knitting is so soothing and it comes naturally to me. But crocheting is like doing algebra. If you look in the inside page of a Catholic book, it has a stamp, I've been squished. It's a stamp of approval on the bishop. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna write a book and then bring it to my bishop and he'll stamp it. My nurse friends would be jealous at your long nails. They can't have long nails. I can. They just, I don't know. They're always naturally long and they don't break that often. Unless I cut them because I'm like poking myself because I'm knitting and it's painful. Or I need to grab something small but my nails are getting in the way and I cut them. But, you know, you gotta take your biotin and your collagen or something. I don't know, that's what girls say to take. I don't think I could knit if my life depended on it. It's really easy. Okay, here is a knitting tutorial once again. Here is your loop. Here is your string. This is what you do. Ready? You take this one. You have a loop. You go into the loop. You loop, de-loop, and you flip it. And you pull. And now your shoes are looking cool. Or something like that. That's it. You go and loop, you loop the loop, you drop the loop. Did someone say nurse premature? Oh. Premature! Sorry. It's definitely not the word we were going for, huh? I cannot be a nurse. I couldn't either. I don't think. I wouldn't want to be. I just don't have it in me. It's really fascinating to watch nurses work, but I just don't think it... I was not created for that purpose. Okay? But I didn't think I was going to be created to be a silly moth girl on the internet. But Jesus, just he likes to laugh at me. Oh, hey. Hey. Yeah, I only just finished my training and the stuff I saw was heavy. Yeah. It takes a certain kind of person to be able to handle that, you know? I don't think I'm there. I'd rather be on the spiritual battlefield than the physical one, you know what I mean? Because I think I can handle, like, heavy spiritual things, but I don't think I can handle heavy, like, physical things. At least, I think I stay calm, in comparison to other people, but I don't know if I could, you know. Thinking about being a nurse in the NICU with tiny babies, oh, that's tough. But it'll be great when things go well. I'm gonna head out and eat lunch. Enjoy your lunch. Have a great time. I know I will. Knitting. You guys. Still hanging out. Knitting. Chilling. I was gonna say having lunch. That's not what I get to do. Eat. I think I might be playing music that's copyrighted right now. So that's probably a bad thing. I'm learning that YouTube doesn't cut out the music like the Twitch VODs do. So I'm still trying to figure out how to make that work. I was watching Fumo last night. He said you were great. Fumo? You mean... Oh my goodness. I keep wanting to call him waifu. I keep wanting to call him waifu. Reimu! Is that what he goes by? I think it's Reimu. I think he goes by Reimu now. Reimu, the Fumo guy. The Orthodox guy. I'm sure he was talking about whatever was happening in the Christianity tab of the Discord. I refuse to read all of that. Respectfully, I think it went into a too extreme direction, and so I'm not touching that with a 9-foot pole. You couldn't pay me. Yeah. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I promise. It wasn't me. I don't know what happened. But he was really getting into it. I was a little concerned. But I'm kind of glad it chilled out, I think. Shout out to Carl Bot for that. Or at least I hope it chilled out, because I think it's okay to talk about certain things, but I think characterizing other people's faith maybe... I don't know, it was weird. Complex job, but I think I'm being called to it. Aw, that's good. I love old people and babies. So one of the two. Wow. He hates me! I'm joking. That's fair. I do enjoy, like, visiting nursing homes from time to time. I don't know, it was one of the things I enjoyed when I was a kid. And then we always did, like, feeding the homeless and stuff when I was a kid, too. My mom made sure we did a lot of, like... I don't want to say charity work? Volunteering! That's the word. We did a lot of volunteering, and my grandma would have me volunteer for Relay for Life, and I loved doing Relay for Life every summer. But recently, I think after COVID, things got a little wonky. Look how nice that looks. So, no more relays for me for a while, but maybe a local one I'll do. Yeah, I still like to do volunteering, so whenever I can, I will. Because I'm like, well, what if I just want to lay at home that day? I'm like, Junie, if you don't get your butt out of bed right now. YouTube gives the rights holder options. They can mute something, or they can do nothing, or they can request removal, takedown. For the most part, they just monetize your video for themselves. I don't have monetization unlocked yet, so they don't do nothing for them right now. They need all the visits they can get. The nurses don't really give them the time, sometimes out of neglect, others because they are genuinely busy. It's true. It's true. They get really lonely. They do. They do. And because I like to do my grandma hobbies. I would like some grandmas to do my grandma hobbies with. Personally, I do, my favorite people at church are older by quite the large margin, to me. So, you know, like, incredible. The old ladies, they love me so much, and I love them too. And I like to spend time with them because they're like practical and calm ladies, and they're really happy about religious life still, and, you know, they're less fussy, I guess. Church ladies are the best, I know! Like, those people and nuns are carrying, like, the church's prayer life on their backs. Well, people need love and hugs too, it's true. Yeah, I hug old people more than I hug young people. It's true. Because those parish ladies, they hug me like I'm blood related. It's amazing. They're like, where's your family? I'm like, my mom's at home. She's Protestant, and that's okay. My dad is probably at his church or something. They're like, it's just you? I'm like, yeah, that's okay. They're like, but I'm gonna bake you cake, and I'm gonna bring you beeswax candles, and do you want a tote bag? I'm gonna knit a tote bag for you. Here you go. And I'm like, thanks. You know? Hi Homs. Work is dead as a doornail right now. How's it going? It's going. It's going. Hello, Star. Whoa. Star? You guys on first name basis? That's crazy. If you play Sony music, they can run ads in your video. Yo! That's fun. That's kind of cool. Older church people just randomly showed up at my house with baskets of veggies and stuff. It's lovely. I don't even know how they know where I live. You know? A lot of the time I used to go to like the Legion of Mary meetings, and someone would always give me free vegetables. He just had zucchinis and stuff, and would be like, Junie, do you want like a zucchini or 2 or 5 to take home? I'm like, vegetables are expensive these days. I don't know where you're getting these, but yeah. These really lovely ladies, they are always so nice, and they always give you stuff, as a kid at least. I think everyone in their brain mentally assumes I'm like 14, so I can drive though, so I don't know. I think I look young. So they're like, oh man, it would be super awesome if you met my like grandson. He's around your age, and it's a 12-year-old. And I go, Miss Maria, this is a child. I'm like double his age. She's like, oh, yeah, sorry. I got one of those faces. Look at my pixels right now. Look at my face. Does that look like my age? Do I look 147 to you? No. I've known star for years now. So have I, because I've been streaming for almost 2 years. That's crazy. Years plural. It's so nice. I would love to receive that kind of people into my home. Yeah. My waifu is tiny. What? Your wife? Do you mean your wife? Your waifu? One pastor thought she was one of my kids at first. Oh dear. And we were co-workers. We write articles for the same place. Busted Halo? Oh no, the game thing, the Catholic gaming something? You look 14, you need to sign. I don't want to sign. My wife is 4'11". I see, wife. Okay, got you. Yeah. Well, I mean, we love short queens. My, model height, I guess, my lore height is 4'10". So, Catholic game reviews. Yeah. Okay, got you. I remember. It's okay, Stickman, it happens. It does. Been married for almost 30 years. What? You gotta be I think, probably old enough to be my dad. Yeah, that's the place. Huh? Yeah. After a while of being on the internet, you can mess up words. It's true. On your forehead, too. My forehead. 51. I have 4 grown kids and 5 grandkids. Congratulations. That's awesome. 30 years, it's amazing. I know. Wow, what? That's so cool. Big family. Peace Ribbon is crazy efficient. He writes a lot. Why do you write like you're running out of... Never mind. I have an aunt who is 4'9", and my sister is around there too. Family is full of short queens. Yeah. I'm one of the tallest girls in my family on one side. I don't think everyone's super tall, so it's a miracle that I ended up being the height that I am. You guys know what I reference when I say wah? Wah! I don't know. Probably Waluigi. How I ended up on the Christian VTuber corner of the internet. Oh, corner of the world, I don't know, but I love it. I'm glad. KJ, hey! I'm Grannymaxxing. Gotta go, Sabrina. Big hugs. God bless you. God bless you! May the Lord be with you. And your house. May you be given the greatest things. May the Lord's peace be with you. Sorry, I don't know why that happened. It just had to happen. Yeah. Maybe I should do a Naruto emote. What village would I be? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be Hidden Leaf or not. Bye, Santo. Bye, Santo. Everyone say bye to Tio Santo. I told my mom about that. She was like, okay. Alright. Yeah, sure. I was like, I have a Tio or two. It's just Santo. Hidden Cloud because they are white-haired with dark skin and they have wind powers. Well, okay, befitting of Moth. Okay, Christian Naruto. I don't know. There is a clan in the leaf that specializes in bugs. That's true. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't really watch as much Naruto as Moth Mom did. And by not as much, I mean I watched a few arcs and she watched the entire thing and Boruto. So, I don't know. She's very, very excited about the Demon Slayer movie. Very, very excited. I don't know if I'll watch it with her because I haven't watched Demon Slayer, but she's gonna go see it. So I'll let you guys know what she thought of it because I don't know. I like hearing about what my mom is watching, you know? Sometimes she just monologues though. Well, she'll try to fill me in on what's going on, and I'm like, these are massive spoilers. She's like, oh my goodness, somebody is so-and-so's dad? And I'm like, dang, that sucks. I gave up in the Ninja Wars arc after Naruto ran for 10 episodes straight. Well, you probably wouldn't like Dragon Ball Z because a little bit of it is just yeah, Goku's dead again, so he's running on the wall and everyone's stalling for time because Vegeta's angry and wants to fight somebody, but Goku's gone. And it's Krillin is freaking out. He's like, what are we gonna do? And Goku is like going on an adventure, and it's the same thing. It's like his little Nimbus cloud and his little wall, and he's running. Sometimes he's not running, and he's just taking his time, and it's like, brother, how many episodes are going to be up there? Heated Dragon Ball Z, no! Moth Mom's eye twitched. Hello, okay, bye, Roki and everyone. Why? Christian Naruto, also known as Christian anime protagonist boy. Wow. Yeah, I watched all of Dragon Ball up to GT. I think I watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai. I think. What anime did you like, Roki? Yeah, I wish I watched more. I guess. Well, also, I'll be taking my leave. I gotta go eat Whataburger. I don't think I've ever had Whataburger. So enjoy that. Have a great time. Have an extra fry for me. My fingers are cramping up. Whoa. Man. Grrr. Why are you angry? We're talking about anime. I'm angry. There's too many good anime out there. My backlog isn't getting any shorter. Well, you know what you gotta do. It's summertime. Anime boy summer. Watch all of Bleach. I'm like episode 800 with One Piece. Oh, my mom hasn't watched Bleach yet. Huh. I'll have to bring that up to her because she needs to settle down with a long series. Well, bye, Star. Oh, because work is hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Inky. I hope it gets better. Junie, can I have 4 meat morphs? No. No. Well, actually, yes. Yes. Ready? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's 3. That's not, that is not the right button. Okay, there you go. 3, 4. Yeah. There you go. There's 4 meat morphs. Yeah. Speaking of work, I should probably go get ready. I hope you have an amazing stream. You too. Now you have 8 meat morphs. What else could you want? What a burger. Well, I hope Whataburger has fries. Well then, what are you going to spend on those points? I think I'm going to do new redeems for the new model. But I have to decide on what. I might do like a wave toggle. No, I need to not spoil anything. I'm not going to tell you anything. Oh, but for those who weren't here. Hold on, let me give it a blue background. That's me. Look at my hair. Can I point to the top? Ooh, that doesn't make any sense, like physically. So I'm glad that I have like gravity defying hair. I apologize to anyone if anyone ever cosplays me. I'm sorry. We need bald Junie. Hot take. This is like a lukewarm take. I don't like that redeem. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, that's you. Yeah. It is. I'll post a silhouette on X. Yeah. Royal Lemur. Yeah. Whoa. All redeems are overrated. I think so. X, aka Twitter. Yeah. It's me. Oh, it's me. Junie. Or something. I don't know. Is that what you were trying to go for, or did I miscalculate? What are we doing again? Knitting? Which pattern are we on? What part are we on? Oh, okay. Formerly known as... Oh, I thought you just messed up. I just thought you were bad at spelling. I'm sorry, Inky. I didn't know that your brain was that big. It is me. I'm the fool. Fool known as... Junie. Sorry. Can't help myself. I see why Moth Dad thinks I'm weird. I'm a genius. What is that creature? What am I looking at right now, Inky? That doesn't look... That's not... Moth Dad and I would get along. I don't... Well, he's not a weeb, so... Imagine Junie with a Luigi hat. You know, I was always a big fan of Luigi. If I had to pick between Mario and Luigi, I'd always pick Luigi. My brother also really liked Luigi. So whenever we played Mario Party, he would pick Luigi, and when we played Mario Party on Wii, usually I would pick, well, everyone really liked Yoshi, so my sister would pick Yoshi, and I would usually pick Birdo when I played Mario Party 8. But then after that, I started picking Daisy because I liked her in Mario Kart DS because she did Spanish lines. So I started playing as Daisy. And so then when I got Mario Party DS, I played Daisy because Birdo wasn't an option. Yeah, peak. Luigi Mansion. I always felt bad for Luigi because he's just as awesome. He never gets picked first. He always got picked first in my household. Naruto, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Death Note, Hitalia, yo! Roki, I need you to check the Kaito and Friends channel on the Discord. I was about to go to sleep. I'm scrolling through X, just giving it another go. Right before bed. Terrible idea. I know. Bad idea. I see fan art of Kaito. Okay, normal, right? But who is with Kaito? Russia from Hitalia. Are you kidding me? At first I cringed, and then I went, wait a minute, this is kind of cooking. We need to return. We need to go back. Daisy's English VA is Hispanic. That's great. Justice for Luigi. There's always justice for Luigi. I thought everyone liked Luigi more than Mario. Are you guys growing up in Mario main households? Because that's really unfortunate. I don't know how to help you then. But as for me and my household, we will always pick Luigi. It's true. It's true. I can't remember anyone picking Mario. I think like if we had to play like Super Mario like 3D World or something like that, my sister would pick Mario. But if like a princess was an option, she'd pick a princess. But I think Yoshi was always her favorite pick. Hot take, Wario's my favorite. That's not a hot take, it's actually pretty common. Ooh, I remember I used to play, when I played Mario Kart, I always really liked to play like non-playable characters, like typically non-playable characters. So I used to play like a Koopa all the time. I don't know why I stopped. I played a Koopa and then sometimes I would play Boo in Mario Party 8 because Boo was an option. And the ink thing. I forgot what they're called. I used to play those because the two hidden characters in Mario Party 8 were the little ink guy and Hammer Bro. Blooper? Yeah, I liked it, the noises he made because he was like bloop, 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 bloop. You know, like that. I love Waluigi, but he's like the forgotten one. Do you... Wait. Are you on the internet? Okay. Alright. In ranking, in terms of people on the internet and their favorite characters out of Luigi, Waluigi, Mario, and Wario, the ranking typically. Now, a few years ago, Waluigi would have been number 1. But these days, it's like probably Luigi, Wario, very close third, almost tied for second, Waluigi, and then Mario. The only people who really love Mario is Nintendo. Everyone else, I feel like everyone I've ever met prefers Waluigi and Wario, and if they had to pick between Luigi and Mario, they pick Luigi. He's more interesting. I didn't know people liked Mario. Like, maybe I'm on a different side of the internet. People like Mario? Like... Wait, I didn't... Do you guys like Mario? That's so crazy. What kind of world do we live in? I thought it was always the opposite. I don't know. Mario's too basic now. He's always been that way. Like, I thought everyone was in agreement that like we don't pick Mario unless we have to pick Mario. When you see Smash, like, I don't know if there are any Smash players or anyone that plays Mario Party that always picks Mario first. Or like anyone that plays Mario Kart that picks Mario. Who does that? Mario's not a bad character. I'm not saying he's bad. He's very iconic. But I think he's default, he has like less of a personality than Luigi, who is like known to be a coward and has a lot of lines of dialogue, whereas Mario doesn't really have as many lines of dialogue unless you're talking about the live action or the recent movie. He doesn't really like, you know, chat. Especially in like the Mario RPGs, like he doesn't really say anything. He goes, oh, you know? Okay, like, so Luigi has a lot more personality, and then Waluigi, obviously, and Wario. Wario has, like, a whole, like, game line, and people like Waluigi because he's, like, lanky and silly, and people were really rooting for him for Smash. And honestly, me too. I wanted Waluigi in Smash more than I wanted a lot of things at that age. So, I get it, you know? But I didn't think that people would, like, start and be like, ah, yes, time to open Mario game. I think I will play as Mario. Like, what do you mean? But it's okay. Yeah, I play video games. I play Mario. Like, that's not a real guy. That's an NPC. Like, I didn't know that. And if there's any Mario enjoyers out there, I apologize. I just haven't met you. Therefore, I don't know if you're real. Like, what are we on about? I mean, the original Super Mario Bros. You played Mario unless you were 2 players. Exactly. I feel like playing 2-player, like, Mario games and being able to play Luigi. Being able to play Luigi was a treat. You know, like, you're the real player one because Luigi's better. But, like, maybe there are people out there who think Mario is the best. I just haven't met them. Can't wait for the Zelda movie with 3 hours of no talking. Yeah. No, I kind of... Okay. And this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous of me to think. I hope that they make Link like the TV series, like the animated series of Link, where he's just like ridiculously flirtatious. He's so corny in that. It's hilarious. I think I would like that. Well, excuse me, Junie. He's ridiculous. He's like, oh boy, smooching time. Link, you haven't spoken in canon and this is what you're saying? That's crazy. The amount of the like, well, excuse me, princess. Like, are you... I need that. That's so funny. Like, it's so good. So, like, I hope that, like, they treat the live action as very serious and then they just make Link that. Oh, that would make so many people mad. But honestly, I would enjoy it. That'd be a good time. I do hope that they make Zelda, like, British or Australian. I don't know. I think that's good. I think that's good for me. I hope that the trailer looked very serious and then they do that. I want that so bad. Please be so, like, straight-faced about it and stoic and only play the stoic scenes in the trailer and then have Link be ridiculous and not know anything. Like, make him, like, climb trees and chew on rocks, you know? Like, okay, think about it. In Breath of the Wild, you just take ingredients and you throw it into a pot and you hope it works. I need that. I need, like, Link climbing walls and failing because he doesn't have enough stamina and he just falls, you know? And he's wearing, like, just shorts. He should not be out in the elements like that. He's got a pointy stick and he's ready to fight somebody. He's using like a Moblin femur. He's fighting someone. That's what I need in the movie, you know? Not like, oh, I'm a hero and I have knight's training. It's probably true. But, like, I just need, like, blockhead Link. Live, laugh, love, Princess Zelda. You know? Sorry, guys. I didn't know Waluigi was that famous. Oh, yeah, he's super famous. We love Waluigi. My favorite map in Mario Kart ever is Waluigi's Pinball. It's a good vibe. And his mini-game in Mario Party, the new one, is Pinball. I think that's lovely. Lurk, love you guys. Leah... You scared me. Hi, Leah. Last time I checked about something about Super Mario was a few years ago, and some animations. Yeah. I used to love Waluigi Stadium for the Wii. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he's always got cool stuff. Link should go through the movie like a speedrunner, doesn't talk to anyone, and occasionally clips through walls and bypass obstacles. Yeah. His Jamboree minigame is lame. Well, it's because you don't like paintball. Maybe that just says something about you. You're given Gen Z. What do you mean you didn't play space pinball in the computer lab? Were you a Pop Tropica kid or something? Spoiled. Kids these days not playing enough space pinball and Minesweep. Man, this generation. Joking. A little bit. When Waluigi being like the forgotten one of the company was a meme and all of that. Yeah, and then everyone was like, you know what? Waluigi and Smash tomorrow. Waluigi and Smash today. And everyone just like rallied the troops and they're like, we need Waluigi now. We love Waluigi. Everyone just got really excited and started flying the Waluigi banner. So when Smash was like releasing new characters, they're like, alright, it's gonna be Waluigi. It was the biggest cope ever. We never got him. But if there's ever a new Smash, I hope not, but maybe there will be. If there's ever a new Smash, Waluigi almost 100% will be in it. They will riot in the streets if Waluigi does not appear on the screen as a playable character. I fear them. I've seen so many Waluigi cosplayers. There are so many people that love to dress up as Waluigi, especially for Halloween. That's a popular male Halloween costume for college students, I think. I went to Renaissance Fair, and I don't know if Father Evan is still here. I think he was there when I saw him. There was a person there that was dressed up as Waluigi as a pirate. So there was like a really cool like purple pirate hat, and it had the W on it, and he had the nose and the mustache and everything. He looked great. I remember that guy. He looked so cool. Yeah, we love Waluigi. Waluigi people are like some of my favorite people. Debating on making a second pot of coffee. I probably should. I had coffee this morning, and I thought it would hit my system worse, but maybe I'm still a few hours out from like the caffeine crash, you know? Because I slept like 6 hours. So I was like, I'm gonna need help. I need assistance. So, I think I just did one. Yeah. You see how fast this works up? Look. We started here. Look at all that. If we did the blanket this stream, we would have only done like that much. You see how frustrating that is? But like when you do a scarf, it goes so fast because the rows are so short. Oh, it's lovely. So you can actually make like good progress. Like I did a third of what we have now. Today. You know? If I really locked in, I could finish the scarf today. Will I? No, I shouldn't because I have stuff I need to do. Do not let me relax and knit today. Going too fast. Low tier Hagmaxing. You have never seen an old person knit then. Clearly you have never seen an old person knit. There is like a way to speed knit, and I haven't learned that technique yet. So if there's anything that old ladies can do quickly, it's knitting. I just haven't mastered it, okay? You're wrong. Yeah, there's like an easier way to like throw the yarn over, but it just freaks me out because every time I see it, it's too fast and it stresses me out. So I'm rather slow, actually. Hi. I don't know why I thought about Midoriya when you said it like that. Hi. Ew. Did not know speed knitting was a thing, but I guess seeing old ladies play slot machines, I can see it. Well, it's not like super fast, it's just the technique. What it's called. They're not going like super fast Mach 10, you know, it's just a faster way of throwing the yarn over. It looks like they're using one hand and they like use this and they like kind of, it's crazy. Knit, pearl, knit, pearl, knit. Okay. Look, it is tiny Ami. Why is he tiny? When will he get bigger? It would absolutely destroy people at Street Fighter if they can mash buttons that fast. Maybe. I think it takes a different hand gesture, but if they can match that speed and other things, then I'm sure that they would be competitive gamers. Ami's baby. Okay. He's the baby. He just is. Well, you say tiny Ami like there's a bigger Ami. Is there another Ami? Is there another Ami among us? The youngest but tall. It's true. That's what Ami mentions all the time. Ami's tall. Ami has flippy hair. Ami likes hollow stars. Sometimes. And Niji Sanji boy VTubers. And also Ami wants to sing. The Widow Baby. And Kaito is biggest Ami. How does that work? Hal is bigger Ami? Well, that makes sense. But Kaito shouldn't be the biggest Ami, because he's nothing like Ami. He's nothing like us. Yeah, I like hollow stars and one Niji Sanji boy. Yeah. It's more Street Fighter than pushing the buttons faster. You have to know how the buttons can be strung together for a combo. Yeah, well, if you have to memorize knitting patterns, I still stand on the defense that old ladies can be good at Street Fighter. No, he's not. Kaito is definitely Japanese. He's not Filipino, bro. I think he's Pacific Islander. That's crazy. Oh, you mean Kaito. Okay, yeah. The other one. Okay. Sorry, you already know what my brain is like. I was like, what? How does that even work? Hal's commentary on Zelda is hilarious. I'm sure it is. Hal is a very funny person. He's such an inspiration to me. No, I can't tell him again. It's gonna make him feel feelings. He's so sweet, though. I'm glad we're friends. And I'm like, Hal, we need to hang out, please. So one of these days, Hal Junie collab again, because it's been a literal year. It's been a year. I need a nickname for Roki. Roki is already the nickname, no? Hal Junie and also maybe perchance Ami. Now that Ami is free. Perchance. Asked him what he is ethnically and he said he's Filipino. I thought you were just talking about my Kaito. I was like, nuh-uh. Actually, that's not true, but, you know. I see I can make him my big brother now. I still haven't really talked to him yet. Maybe one day I'll meet Kaito Tojiko. Well, I mean, it'll probably be at Reach, actually. My Kaito, you don't own Kaito, Junie. Oh, okay. And the wedding ring on his finger? Okay. Alright. Maybe you don't. Wow. Imagine that. You know, I need to go back and watch the VOD. Of Kaito? Kaito is a mindset. Yeah. Kaito is in my mind palace, guys. What are you talking about? I have to bring up Kaito every once in a while so people think I'm crazy enough to be left alone. Yeah! It's my secret attack. Roki, your nickname will be... It's probably gonna be Weeb. I want to do a similar stream, but I pull up Gen Z music. What? Oh, I miss what Roki said. Roki, what did you say? In context to who saying what? I have no idea. Weeb Blue Rose. That's so lame. Ask Hal for the song's flavor. Oh, yeah! Hal and his, like, flavor of things. Yeah! For Hal, it's flavors, and for me, it's fonts. Okay, yeah. I remember this. Hal doesn't say, like, genre. He says flavor. And for me, I think I've mentioned flavors too, but I prefer fonts. You know? So, like, for example, Ami and I are the same person, but we're different fonts. You know? Like, we could be the same font category, but maybe I have serifs and he doesn't. You can tell when someone has serifs. You ever meet a serifed person? Because I do. You know? I think I have serifs, but it's a fun font. Sounds like a cult. How is that a cult? To characterize people as fonts? It's like a fun personality thing, if anything. Well, then you don't get a font. I met Times in New Roman. She's Garamond. You're Times New... I don't think you're Times New Roman, buddy. I think Hal is like a... I think Hal's like a typewriter font. Or Times New Roman. I do not think you're Times New Roman on me. I'll be for real with you, brother. Junie, what font would I be? Would I be... something serifed. You'd have serifs, I think. Inky would not have serifs. Funky Stickman, I'm Comic Sans. I think Bob would be Papyrus, though. For sure. Well, I don't know. You're a finance bro, so maybe just like Calibri or something. What about low-key, Roki? Yeah, that's great. Sorry, I'm using Siri to spell. It's okay. I am Bubble Impact. What? Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Not Times New Roman, though. That's like newspaper font. You know? Roki Bologna. Bologna. Roki Bologna. Nor. Not the bologna. That was so wrong. I'm so sorry. Oh. Macaroki. Like macaroni. That's actually clever. I can get behind that. That's really cute. Roki, your verdict? We need to know how Roki feels. I do like macaroni. This is perfect. Good timeline, guys. Great work, team. This scarf is coming along so well. It's gonna keep someone warm if they keep it. If they like it. I have like this yarn pattern, you know, with the like the gradient. As you can see. Bloop bloop. In purple too. So maybe I'll make a purple one. Roki's evil cousins. Roki Red Rose. Whoa. I always come back. Another nickname is unnecessary though. Oh, Living Frost High. Oh, wait. Pause the YouTube music. Hello, Living Frost. It's me, Juni Purwood. Catholic Christian Moth Girl VTuber. Two-time champion of Game of Favorites. And conqueror of theirs and your friend. How are you? How was your stream? I hope you had a good time. What were you doing? I'm asking you very many questions. I just want to know how you were doing and how your stream went. So hopefully well. Oh, I cut off the music. Hold on. We're gonna play Nut Jazz. Okay. There you go. Hello, Raiders. Can you please shout out? Living Frost. Pretty please. Hey, Junie. Hi. Hi, Mama Belle. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We're just knitting a scarf. It's not very long so far. We started... Let's see if I can show you. We started here, so we made some decent progress. I'm trying to like lay it all flat and not cause problems. I'm okay. Well, okay is better than bad. Good morning. God bless you all in the name of Jesus Christ. I am doing well. Stream went well. Ended a little early. Stomach ache was not working with me. Well, if you got a rated run, I totally understand. Tummy problems are the worst. They make you feel real silly. So please get some rest. I hope it goes away soon. You're on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm getting good at this knitting stuff, guys. Not to flex or anything, but this grandma hobby is really paying off. Yeah. I think this will be the last row, and then we will read, because I have to prepare for the surprise tomorrow. One of the surprises is... Where's my cursor? Uh-oh. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. There's my silhouette for my new model. If you can see her, I'm holding her. She's in my hand. I'm joking. Okay. Yeah. I'm really excited. You can see like where the wings are, and I think that's really cool. Can you see through it a little bit? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I'll post her later today. I don't think I'll keep her this color, but I just messed around with the editing just to see what color I wanted her to be. What would come up on the backgrounds that I have. But putting just like this as the background helps with visibility a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously she'll be wearing this outfit. I'm trying to point. This one. Beep beep. Can I give myself head pats? A little bit. I can't wait to make this into a Chungus model. Please don't do that. That's scary. That's scary. Okay, we have our 1 row to go, and then... Yay! I'm so excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be 11 out of 10 experience because I'm telling you guys important news, and I haven't done the graphic for it yet. I'm embarrassed. I'll do it. I promise! I promise! I just have a lot of things to draw today, and tomorrow, and the rest of the week. A few things to design, so, oof! It's worth it, though. I'm really excited. So, a lot of big things. I told you guys a lot of big things would be happening this month, and it's true. You know, you guys know what I'm debuting now. Something special tomorrow, and then another 3rd event that I'm going to be involved in this month. And then something happening on the 27th. I just harvested fresh lettuce from my garden for my sandwich. Gonna harvest more for our tacos tonight. That's so cool. Oh, you reminded me. I just got a bunch of pots and soil, and I wanted to grow some flowers on my windowsill, but I totally forgot to plant them. So thank you for reminding me. I still have the bag of dirt, and I haven't moved the bag of dirt. I gotta put the seeds in the dirt and then write in the cups like what to do. I need some rocks to put in the bottom too, so I'm gonna go out somewhere and take some rocks from nature. I was gonna say steal them, but I don't think that's how that works if it's outside. So I'm gonna find a source of rocks and come back and bring a bag full of rocks. I have a few big rocks, so maybe I'll take my big rocks and smash them up and use them in the bottom of the pot, because the pot doesn't have a like a hole on the bottom for drainage, so usually you put rocks on the bottom, so that way the water drains like past the soil into the rocks, so it doesn't like make the roots too wet and cause root rot. Yeah, Junie yoinking rocks. You know, it was really funny. There's this really big and beautiful magnolia tree, and Moth Mom was like, I took a magnolia flower. I don't know if that's allowed. Totally is. It's like, you live here, you're allowed to take the magnolias all you want. She was like, oh well. So if I ever see one, because she really likes magnolias, so if I ever see another one, I'll snatch it up for her. They smell really good too. I used to have some like magnolia trees on my college campus. So that was really, really nice, because I would see them and think of my mom, because she likes magnolias. Oh, the roses that Milk got that I put on Throne for Moth Mom, she finally got a new vase, and she put them in a really fancy vase and found a red ribbon to tie around it. She's very, very excited about her very pretty flowers. So thank you guys again for getting her flowers. She's just so overjoyed. And every time she like FaceTimes someone new, she'll show them the flowers because she's proud of them. So that's really neat. It's nice that you guys get to do nice things for my mom. Yeah. Okay. She's a great lady. I'm excited for you guys to meet her at Reach. That's gonna be amazing. She's gonna come with me. It was so funny how quickly she decided, yeah, I'm gonna go. My state flower is the magnolia. Aww. Whoa, why did I get a little goofy? Well, it doesn't look goofy on camera, so who cares then? We have magnolia incense at my parish. That's so cool. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was right. That doesn't narrow it down enough. Stop being weird. I'm joking. I'm joking. I can't say that to you because you're like so much older than me. You're being normal. You're being normal. Do your kids watch VTubers? That'd be really interesting. I wonder if my dad would ever watch VTubers. Probably not. Right? I don't know. He watches like true crime, so that's probably why I like true crime a little bit more than I should. So I'm not a true crime girly, you know, just as something I picked up. It's because of my dad. Louisiana. Wow. That's fun. Okay. Bloop. 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 I'm being Kendrick again, as Scruffy would say. Whenever I make noises, Scruffy will say that I'm being like Kendrick because Kendrick makes noises, apparently. I'm not like Kendrick. I'm not like him. He's not like us. I will not quote the song. That was just, I remember coming on stream after I listened to, like, the diss track. And listen, I usually am not participating in celebrity anything, but I did hear that. I did hear what Kendrick had to say, and I was stunned. I was like, can we just talk about what happened? No, it's only when you do the bing bop boop. Yeah. Bam! I was just brave enough to combine my two interests. What? Streams and Christianity? Oh, my kids don't really watch VTubers. My kids, quote unquote, right, don't really watch VTubers, but they do watch streamers in general and anime. Ah, that's fun. That diss track goes hard. It was crazy! I'm in Western Colorado. Colorado! I've never been to Colorado. I hope the skiing is good. I hear something something snow, something something skiing. Colorado. Didn't know you guys had, like, plants. Well, I should have figured that there were plants. I've never seen a picture of Colorado other than, like, snow-capped mountainous areas. I really want to go to Reach, but it's not going to happen this year. Well, don't worry. There's next year. Hopefully I'll go. Hopefully, well, maybe VAngeli concert. Who knows? At this rate, who knows? We'll see how things go. That'd be really cool if we could do something like that. But, So, face cam streamers? Oh, maybe. Maybe his kids watch. Oh, like Ninja? Sorry, that sounded like so old of me. Yeah, I've heard of those streamers. That Ninja guy. I'm sorry. There are way less VTubers than there are streamers in the world, I realize. There are some streamers that have never seen a VTuber in their life. And they'll, like, look at them and be like, what is that? You know? So that always surprises me. Because, like, we're still in a niche within a niche. You know? So I think that's pretty neato. Okay. Let us plan to escape. We must escape. I must do things. Let me try and delay these ads, because I know they're coming. Let me stop them. I'm gonna stop them. Snooze! Okay. Yeah, now we don't have to worry about them while we find out who we're going to raid today. Let me go home. Hello! Roki says she would love... Oh, there's myself again. Roki says she would love to be a VTuber. Little does she know that everyone already thought she was a VTuber. So you could probably be a VTuber and they'd be like, oh yeah, Roki, the VTuber. Personally, yeah, I always thought you were a VTuber already, so I don't think it'd be difficult for you to, like, blend into all of the other VTubers around because we all kind of thought you were one already. To be honest. Okay, me 3. Well then, you should. Why not, right? Go have fun and be a VTuber. Let's see. Father streaming. Let's go see Father Evan. But wow! I'm looking at my silhouette in like full screen now, like how you guys are seeing it on stream, and that looks really good. That's really big. Can you be smaller and like stand somewhere else, please? Like over here? Just get smaller, like doll size. That's familiar, isn't it? I'll put you like right on the... yeah. That's... that's the good stuff. Okay. I'll just leave her there and not bring it up, huh? Until someone's like, Junie, what is that? It's me. It's a Junie lamp. Yeah, that's true. That's true. My dress is a lamp. Oh, I thought Roki was one Bob and has no character or motto for the non-character. Roki was 1. Bob. The hard part is actually doing content and stuff. If not, Junie, why Junie shaped? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen that thing before. Me 4. It's not hard. I make a video on how to install and run VTuber stuff. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I'll give you a crash course. You don't even have to be a VTuber. I wish I was, but at the time I didn't know that VTubing was a thing until my ex introduced me to one. Well, welcome. Just know, super easy. Okay, ready? You get a pre-made model. You can even get a PNG tuber commissioned. I would not recommend starting right off the bat, dropping like $700 to $1,000. There are some model artists that are around $300, $400, so you just have to keep your eye out. Check reviews. Please check reviews. I started as a PNG tuber. It was only a bust up, and I had it for about July, August, September, October, November, 5 months before I got my first big girl VTuber model, Live 2D. Which was $440 with both outfits, rigging and art. So that was really good. But now that I am getting a big girl model with more details, it costs a little bit more. But I've seen people spend like over $2,000 on their first model and everything. You don't have to do that. The thing that's important is having a good microphone and having a good personality. Bring your best attitude. You know, just keep yapping. You'll find your niche. You'll find the games that you like to play and that you're good at. You'll find the games that you don't like to play. You'll meet the people that you want to meet. You will not be able to network with every single person, and that's okay. Because there's hundreds of people out there. It's impossible. So that's fine. You know, find your little pocket. Don't let drama affect you, and keep trying. The best part is to just keep showing up. If you keep showing up, that's all. It only matters a little bit what you look like. Being a PNG, I've been a PNG for most days this month. And honestly, it's been fine. Rico has a PNG and he's successful. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to have a full model. But if you'd like to have one, know that there are affordable options, but you don't need to get one right away. You know, if anything, I would recommend, if you want to keep your PNG model for a very long time, I would recommend getting a PNG Tuber Plus, which means it has like physics when you move, and getting a few expressions. And really getting used to the hotkeys and switching from one expression to the next expression. If you draw, obviously you can make your own model, but I do recommend getting something that's a little bit animated so you can show your emotions, and that way you don't have to worry about it. Software setup is free. It's not hard to set up. That's true. For me, it costs like maybe $12 a month or something like that, because I use Restream. So I'm streaming on 3 different places right now. Yeah, I like your Sugoi expression. Thank you. I forgot to link it to this, so. Oops. Also be aware of what your computer can handle. Exactly. So if you want to play big games, or games that are like really heavy, use a PNG model. You're going to want to have a PNG model anyway, because VTube Studio can be a little bit demanding on your computer. So I would say have a PNG tuber model, even if you get a regular live 2D model. Because, you know, if you're playing those big games, it's going to be a struggle. Unless you have a big computer with high speeds. Yeah. I had to learn that the hard way. After I got my live 2D model, I was like, oh my gosh, why can't I run anything? So now I have this PNG model, this little silly one that matches my next model design. So you guys get to get used to this model design, my hair being different and my eye color being different and my outfit being different. And you know, so when I transition over to my like live 2D, it won't be jarring. All aboard the struggle bus. Yeah, my PNG is perfect for me because I don't think my computer could handle a full VTuber. I think it could, but it depends what kind of games you play. If you play games that are really heavy, like if you're trying to play Monster Hunter, forget about it, dude. Don't worry about it. Wait till your computer's updated. I think models with less layers would be easier. So a simpler model, like the one that I have, is like a chibi kind of. So it's less intensive because there's less layers that are moving around. So, you know, if you want to do something that's simpler, you can have like a chibi model. But of course, not everyone's design is like chibi compatible. So do whatever you want, you know? That and Silent Hill 2 Remake are kind of the benchmark right now. What? In terms of a struggle bus or in terms of like games you play? Yeah. But if you're a PNG tuber, that counts as a VTuber too. It's just a different way. I really do like this model. It's very silly and stupid. Still, maybe I'll open commissions to make these little guys just because they're really simple and I think it's a great way to start streaming because they're cute, they're silly, they're friend-shaped. You know, you can add a bunch of expressions if you want. I think this looks so dumb. And I like it because I think the model that you have kind of affects, and I don't know if this is just me like with profile pictures and stuff, but like the type of profile picture or like type of PNG tuber I have kind of affects my personality, and this one's silly. So I feel like I can be sillier. You know, I look at my silly face and then I get more silly. And then my silliness looks at the silly model and then I become exponentially more silly. It's just increasing silliness. So honestly, get whatever makes you happy. My rule of thumb when I'm doodling is if something makes me giggle, then that's how I know it's good. You know, either giggle of excitement or giggle of, this is so stupid, why am I doing this? Perfect. Perfect. It passed the test. Bob is talking in the third person. Bob would get one. I see. Bob needs to send Junie a design. Bob needs to make a Pinterest board so Junie can help. Bob needs to tell Junie what he wants before July, so Bob and Junie can match. Perchance that is a possibility of something that could be done, Bobbert. If Bob wishes to do something like that, Junie is willing to see what Bob has in mind. Yeah, Squish just started streaming. Yeah, I was literally just waiting for her to get off of her starting soon, if she does it starting soon, because I just saw the notification that she went live. So I was waiting. I was ready, and I was waiting. Let me see if I can find her. Hello, Miss Squish, where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Sorry. There you are. Squeezy Supermarket. Together. With Contran and Mia. Mia? Oh, follow Mia. This is Mia streams with David. With David. David and Mia. They do the midday mana. From like noon to like 1 or 2 on like some weekdays. I think Wednesdays and Saturdays? I don't know, I'm watching an ad for Squeaksy right now, so we can raid her. I'll be here tomorrow in ads, but in terms of computers, in terms of challenging computers, for her old PC, Mel had a PNG tuber for Silent Hill 2 Remake. Yeah, because some games are heavy. Hi, y'all. Hey, what's going on, Zeph? Just know we're ending stream soon, but guess who's gonna be here tomorrow? Me! I'm ready to be part of the raid. Okay, so I learned you can raid on YouTube. I don't know how to... I don't know how. But I saw it happen because I was in a stream and they were like, oh, are you ready to raid? I was like, excuse me? Do what? On YouTube? So, I don't really know how to do that on YouTube, so... You didn't know that? No. No, because... No, I didn't actually know that. So, it'd be cool, if I could do that, but I don't know any streamers that are live on YouTube, so I don't know. Are we raiding out? We are raiding out on Twitch. I still have to learn how to do it on YouTube. So, I think you need perms to raid a channel. I don't know what that means. Permissions from what? I'll look it up. I'll look it up and ask some people that have done it before, because I think it's really cool. But, I heard that Squixie wasn't feeling well, so I'm happy that we're gonna be able to bless her with you guys. Be kind to her. She's a loving soul. She loves Jesus. She's very cute. Okay. Bam, bam. Okay. Perms from the streamer. Okay. If that's the case, I'll make sure that the VAngeli girlies have it set up so I can raid Mira and Jemmy. And I think Mel streams live live on YouTube. I'll have to double check. I'll double check, but we're gonna raid Squixie. I'm gonna make sure I spell it right. Squixie. Eep. Okay, here are the raid messages for those coming along with us. As for everyone else, every pony else, I will see you guys tomorrow. Deltarune tomorrow. We're gonna beat this game, dude. I was hoping to beat it this month, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But big announcement tomorrow on X. I'll try and post it on the Discord, because if not, Scruffy will fight me and be very upset. He will be very upset if I do not do that. So, hopefully we can. I think we have the raid set up properly. Please read your Bible today if you haven't. Eat something good and healthy that makes you feel happy. And drink some water. Coffee is not water. So I'm asking you to drink just H2O by itself. Tea is permissible. Water is better. And I will see you guys tomorrow.